What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Doodle stream, where every Friday I attempt to the best of my ability to draw and sketch and doodle your ideas from the chat. My name is Kevin. Welcome back. Just in case you have never been here before, I am an artist. You are watching art be created before your eyes. If you're not following me online, check out my website, kevinhinkle.com. It just got updated. The entire portfolio of my work from 2020 and 2019 is there now. So if you're an impatient person and you're like, Kevin, I'm not feeling this slow and steady posting on social media of your work, I just want to see it all. Head over to my website. It is updated, and there's a lot of cool stuff coming to the website in the next couple weeks. You can also follow me online on social media at Mr. Kevin Hinkle, or if you like to just follow my artwork as an artist, at MrHinkleDraws. They're both active, although I post a lot more to my art account than I do to my personal account. Shout out to all the awesome people who support what I do over on Patreon. Without you guys, stuff like this is not possible. It really does make a huge difference, and I thank you guys for that support. In case you're unfamiliar with what Patreon is a website that allows fans of creators, whether that be visual creators or musicians, really anything, even people that create videos for YouTube or Twitch streamers, the opportunity to say, hey, I really like what you're doing. I enjoy your content. I consume it on a regular basis. I'd like to throw you a little bit of money so that you keep doing it. So, tiers are as low as $1. They go all the way up to $100 if you're feeling extra generous. But one of the rewards for your support on Patreon is a shout out during all videos and live streams, which is the list you see before your eyes right now. All of these folks are currently supporting my work on Patreon. Thank you guys very, very much. Beyond the Brick still remains my sole platinum level supporter, and I thank them a lot for what they are offering. It's very, very generous. Head over to patreon.com/MrHinkleDraws for more information and to see if that is something you'd like to check out yourself. So today is very special. I almost forgot. Whoops. I almost forgot the other thing I wanted to share with you guys real quick. I did also launch a big wave of new products on my Etsy store, and I also retired a couple things. So this is a quick screenshot I took this morning. But if you head over to my Etsy shop, which is etsy.com/shop/MrHinkleDraws, I uploaded, I think, 20 new products, I think. So all stickers, got a whole bunch of new stickers on there, including some Pokemon stickers, the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. That is also, I had to happen. I had to do it. Had to be done. Also, the Doodle Stream sticker. So if you're a fan of this show and you really enjoy it, we are moving into year 3 of the Doodle Stream now. It's incredible. And you'd like to proudly show that support. There is a sticker. Let me zoom. Can I zoom? I can zoom. It's Photoshop. I can do anything I want. There is a sticker you may purchase now. That was given out for free to all the people that pre-ordered the prints, the Doodle Stream prints that kind of, was a year-long celebration of the whole creative endeavors. But now you may purchase it for $4. Remember, I do have the bundle packs. So if you want to pick, 5 stickers, you could save a little money. If you want to pick 10, you could save a little bit more money. Check those out. There's a lot of cool stuff. And then also in terms of retirement, the old artwork for Aang, the avatar from The Last Airbender, that is gone. So it is no longer in the store. There is a brand new Aang updated artwork. I have shared that on social media, so you might have seen it already. But the new Aang is on there, which means it is back up to the full price of $4, not the sale price of $1. That was just for the old artwork. Also, same thing for Goku from Dragon Ball Z. I've retired the old artwork. There's a brand new Goku sticker. So same thing as for the Aang, that's back up to the $4 because the old one was on sale because it's the older artwork, and that was $1. So those are the old designs are retired. They're gone. I've also removed Link, and I've removed Zelda, both of those characters from the Legend of Zelda game series, because I have brand new stickers in celebration of Zelda's 35th anniversary launching very soon. So the old designs are now off. So if nothing else, hopefully that's a reminder that the stuff that's on sale, is limited. Those are things that I'm trying to move through, and when they're done, or when I have the new artwork, they go away and they don't come back. So if you like to pick up any of the old stuff, just check out the clearance sale section of the store. Boop, right there. Look at that. Clearance sale. So you can see some of the other stuff. And I've also been thinking more and more about experimenting with taking some of these sketches from this stream and turning them into stickers. So I don't know. I got a lot of requests for Mittens Bernie Sanders as a sticker, but I don't know if that was just everybody was infatuated with Mittens Bernie Sanders, or if that's a actual thing I should explore. I don't know. So that is the announcements I had for today. So firstly, I want to bring in our chat MC for the day, who's going to help me take care of you guys and make sure all of your suggestions are being copied. I could say a lot of things about him, but you know what? It's just Jeff.
Hello.
Welcome back, Jeff.
Thanks, Kevin. Happy to be here.
How did you feel about those last couple weeks where you were not here?
I felt alone. There was a big hole in my heart. Everything was hollow. I could feel my life slipping away, drifting without purpose, trying to find a reason to go on. And I really enjoyed sleeping in on Fridays.
Well, I don't know if that balances out, but okay. Well, I appreciate you being here, Jeff. We got a ton of people already in the chat.
We do.
As per usual. You want to run through and give us some acknowledgments?
I would love to. Mispronunciations incoming, everybody. We all know we love it. So, Aries Loves Noodles is here. Classic Bricks is here. Jeff McAwee is here. Resume is here. Family Bricks. Larry's here. Brett's here. Lindsay's here. Demir is here. Ray's here. Juan is here. Ghost Freaking Talking is here. Bubba's here. Brett's here. And let's see here. Golden Light's here, of course. How you doing, Golden Light? Good to see you.
Oh, we got Hassan Bricks over on Twitch.
I was getting there, Kevin.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
No. You go ahead. Apparently, I'm done. Oh, hey, Howie.
The little piece falling in the tray. Jeff is no rookie. He is a pro at this. He will be taking your suggestions today, and he'll be throwing them in the private chat so that we can look through them and sketch them out. But Jeff, you're not the special guest today, Jeff.
I know. But also, I would like to say that you all can type as fast as you want, unlike some people that are Muppets. I can copy and paste fast.
I like how your choice of word was on purpose.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. So today is the last Friday of the month, and you guys know the last Friday of the month is a special multiplayer edition of the show. This is where I invite another artist on with me, and you get 2 doodles for the price of 1. So you get 2 artists that will be working through your ideas and suggestions. So it is a pleasure to introduce our guest artist today. I'd like to welcome Bethany Jane to the stream today.
Hello. Hi, guys.
You may also know her as Fweffy or Fweffy Scribbles.
I'm sure most people would know me as Fweffy.
Probably.
More than likely.
But we're here to help educate the masses, and that you also have, a human name behind the screen name.
Yeah. Well, it's funny actually because the name Fweffy, I think I mentioned this before. It's actually something that my family calls me as well.
Really?
So, yeah, it's my nickname.
I don't think okay. We'll need to get into that later.
We'll touch on the subject.
Okay, so you as the guest got to choose our theme for today, and we went with pets.
Yeah.
Is there any particular reason you wanted to do that?
Pets are freaking adorable.
That'll do.
I miss my pets very much. I have 2 dogs. back home. I'm at university at the moment, so I'm just blockaded inside my flat. And every time I'm sad, I just get up some pictures of my dogs, and big old goofballs they are, and they just make me happy. So
Very nice. Very nice.
yeah.
So I think, let me see, unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, we have a ton of awesome ideas already in the private chat. I do like to let my guests pick the first thing. So is there anything you see in the private chat that you would like to start drawing today?
I like the idea of a basset hound. My friend used to have one, and they are the funniest dogs. I absolutely love them. They always look very tired.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, and I see this comment. So Fazoom suggests that sleepy basset hound was
Yeah,
even
that's
in
it.
the
Yeah.
even in the suggestion. All right, so we're gonna start with that,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to. I'm going to leave it on your screen first so that
Okay.
people can see what you're doing. And yeah, feel free to regale us with who in the world are you, in case people have no idea who you are.
So I first appeared on the internet in the Bionicle community. I'm a huge fan of 06, as most people know. And I joined TTV, and I did podcast host. I was as a host on the podcast, and those were some really awesome times. Then I decided to pursue an art career because I've always done drawing, but I never took it seriously. And then I decided that I was just going to go for it, and I just went, you know what, let's just go for it. And well, I ended up at university doing cartoon and comic arts, and then that's it really. I'm now doing a postgrad degree for concept art, and it's very hard. I'm not used to the demand and how quick you have to get stuff done in concept art, but I'm getting there though. It's definitely an interesting experience. I've learned a lot from it.
Bethany, I don't mean to interrupt you in telling us who you are, but is there any way that you can turn your mic gain up? People are having a little bit of an issue from hearing you.
Yeah, I can have a look a second.
I turned it up on my end. Let me know if that helped, everybody. I did a thing. I don't know if it helps.
I've turned up the volume a little bit. Is that a bit better, or do you want me to turn it up a bit further?
Everyone's like, can you just yell from now? No. Yeah, let us know if that's working out. I boosted it from my side too, so
I'll try and talk a bit louder. I'm a bit quiet.
No worries. We're used to loud Americans that just go on rampant, so it's all right. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I would say that's probably one of the first things that people should be like, this person does not sound like they are from the United States. Oh, boosted even more. Okay, all right. I'll do it.
Yeah, divert power from Shield, Kevin.
I don't know what it is with this mic, or if I'm not very loud, or if I've gotten the settings wrong. But like, it is quite quiet. Even when I hear my own voice back, it is quite quiet, and it's just a mystery to me.
Well, you sound a lot louder now. And hey, Ray, Hope's Castle, welcome to the thing. How you doing?
What's up, Reed? Cranky to 11. I have literally raised it until it will not allow me to take the scroll bar any further.
I'll turn my mic up to, I think it's like 200 on the stream settings, and see if that helps.
Everyone's like, Kevin, you remember that awesome guest you had? And then all of our eardrums blew out. I was like, well, you asked for it. This is what you asked for.
Yes. Sorry if there's some like audio issues.
Oh, no worries.
I can hear like everybody fine, but I also have my headphones on and everything. So I don't know.
Yeah.
And she does sound like a person that we know from Alabama, Chris.
It becomes like in certain areas of, I'm pretty sure in certain areas of the UK as well. I'm pretty sure like people would think like, They don't sound like they're from the UK. They don't sound like that at all.
We have a friend named Martin who's an immigrant from the UK, and he lives in
Yeah.
Alabama, and he has the strongest British accent in the world, and it's glorious.
Really?
And his name online and everything else is Martin from Alabama, and it's just great.
Alabama.
It is indeed. It is indeed. Oh, what in the world? That's weird.
Oh no.
Okay, crisis averted. The tip of my stylus like fell out of the pen. I was like,
no.
so I was drawing, and then all of a sudden I'm like, why is there no pin tip? This is not how this works.
Did you find it?
I got it.
Okay.
That was really bizarre.
That was the most worrying thing because, like, you can lose stuff like that. It's super easy.
Yeah, that was really weird.
So just the tip then, Kevin? Pikachu is not a pet. That is a Pokemon. We're not drawing that.
Yeah, I think they would be offended by that. They are companions.
Mhm.
I wish Pokemon were real so I could have them as pets, but also,
Sure.
yeah, you're right.
What would okay, well then that begs the question, which one would be your real Pokemon?
Like which Pokemon would be my pet?
Yeah, I mean, well, if you wanted to be in real life, there's obviously one you have in mind that you're ready to own.
Gibble. I love Gibble.
Gibble. That's like a little shark, right? It turns into like a hammerhead.
It's the little torpedo dragon. It's got like little torpedoes on the side of its head.
Okay.
Turns into Garchomp, which every person who's ever faced Cynthia knows what Garchomp.
Now it's all coming together.
Dragon Rush has destroyed many hopes and dreams in that game.
Yep. All right, let me switch for a second over to my screen. I did restart because I wasn't liking how it was going. So for the record. Oh, it happened again. This is all right. Okay.
Maybe you need a new stylus?
Technical difficulty.
I'm gonna change the tip because this one for some reason just keeps falling out of the pin, and that's not gonna work for me.
No.
How bizarre.
This is the one that I put like I did an emergency replacement when the tablet was being weird.
Right.
So I did that last
week.
week.
Worst feelings, like when your tablet just decides not to work one day, you're like, no.
Yeah. Oh, what are you? Yeah. What is? Oh, what are you? Yeah, technology. Technology. That's all I'll say is technology. Let me. All right. There we go. Oh, everything's fine. We're all fine here. How are you?
That looks like a man with a comb over and just really weird, like, hands over his ears, Kevin.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Love
I've
you,
just
buddy.
put loads of emphasis on the saggy jowls.
Yeah, that's really what it's all about.
My Chucky Lab has like the biggest jowls I've seen on a Labrador. Like they don't even like align with the bottom of his jaw. They literally hang even further. Like you see a lot of Basset Hounds where like their front jowl just hangs over the bottom jaw. That's what he's got. He's also got saggy eyes as well. But he's the sweetest dog, honestly. Does anyone here have any furry friends, any pets?
Oh, we got my sister watching. All right, best behavior, everybody.
Oh,
I have 2 dachshunds named Henry and Dobby.
oh.
They're adorable.
This is true.
I follow a bunch of animal channels and animal just animal stuff on YouTube.
Animal content.
Animal content.
Yeah.
And I follow I think 2 Dachshunds. I think one's called Lulu, who had babies recently, like probably like a year or so ago. They were very, very cute. And also Herbert Hot Dog. He's a very sweet Dachshund.
Did you say Herbert Hot Dog?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to confirm that. That's all.
Yeah. His name is Herbert, and he's a hot dog.
That wins in my book.
Yeah, I was like, cute dog, funny name of Instagram account. That's a follow. That's a follow from me.
And subbed.
And done. All right.
And part of it. So yeah, obviously, as we're drawing, guys, if you have any questions for Beth, you may, of course, ask away. She's here. She'd love to talk all about herself, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't know anything else other than my own personal experiences.
And you should also make sure you let her know that her stuff is awesome and she should start streaming too. Just put that out there, and I hear peer pressure does wonders for making people do stuff.
Well, hey, I mean, like, I got up this morning, and you just gotta go. I'm a bit nervous about streaming, but I'm not letting anyone down. I refuse.
See that there's a power in that,
Yeah.
So let's hear. Hope Castle's already asking for Chester riding a corgi.
I mean, that is, if anybody could make the argument that they have a pet squirrel, it would be Reed. He's the only one that I'll allow that.
Let's see here. Zoom is talking that his basset hound is half basset, but he is in charge. That's usually what happens with those doggos. Let's see here. So Golden Light has an orange tabby. Juan, we are drawing a cute puppy right now. It's called a basset hound.
Jeffrey.
What?
Nothing.
Yeah, that's right. Nothing.
That's right.
I had the wonder of having a cat called Jeffrey at one point.
How did you spell it, with the J or with the G?
I think it was J.
That's okay.
Jeffrey.
That works. That's all right.
It wasn't Geoffrey.
Well, great having you, Beth. My legal name is spelled with a G, as in Geoffrey.
But he does not. But he refuses to write that anywhere because he knows. He knows what will.
That's not true, Kevin. I wrote a very special thing that you have in your inbox with my proper name on it.
I you know what? I did notice that, and it means a lot.
Mm-hmm. Brick Enforcer's here. How you doing?
Hello, Brick Enforcer. Yeah, that was once upon a time, I think I said this last time. Once upon a time, I was like, Jeff, you ever get a load of these people that spelled Jeff with a G? Like, what's up with those people? Because I mean, this guy has been spelling his name with a J everywhere I've seen him for the last year. And he's like, "Oh, Kevin, I have a confession." I was like, "Oh no."
Yeah, I'm one of those guys.
Oh. Well, I mean, the more I get out there, the more I realize how many different ways you can spell a similar sounding name, or a name that's basically sounds the same but it's spelled differently.
We're sorry for your loss, Jeff.
That's fair. That's okay. I asked my mom why she did that after we had the stream, and my mom was like, "We just thought it was classier."
Classier.
And I was like, "But my uncle's name is literally Jeff. It's not Jeffrey. It's just Jeff, and it's Jeff. That's my uncle's name." And
Uncle Jeff.
Uncle Jeff. Yeah. So in the family, it's Uncle
that's a
Jeff.
good uncle name. Uncle Jeff.
That's two of my uncle's names.
And Uncle Jeff is the funkle, so there you go.
Yep.
Of course he is. His name's Jeff.
Mm-hmm. And I am baby Jeff in the family, even though my Uncle Jeff is 5'8" and I am 6'2".
Have you ever had someone, or have you ever made the joke from 21 Jump Street where you go, "My name is Jeff"?
No, I've never heard that before ever.
My name's Jeff.
I've never heard that one before.
Oh,
nope. Never ever. Nope, never ever heard that one before.
Never heard of that one. You some serious suppressing memories right there.
Okay,
like
so
oh my god, I hate that joke so
much. You get like what is it, when you work in retail and your business has a conveniently easy name to make fun of, or something, just something that someone could easily make a joke about. You just hear it all the time. Like somebody just goes, easy jet. This isn't easy at all. This is hard jet. It's like,
Yeah.
well done. Well done. I've never heard that joke before.
Ever.
So obviously, as we all know, once upon a time, I spent many years working in a Lego store.
Oh,
And the amount of people that thought it was just so hilarious to come in and say, "Hey, Lego my ego," right? I'm like, yeah.
no.
I mean, I don't know if that is more appropriate for this toy or that food product, but okay. Welcome in.
I want an Eggo made out of Lego. Oh, haha.
Yeah.
What
Exactly.
a funny, how funny.
That's like
Right.
the best way to make them feel ashamed for everything they've ever done in their life. So here's mine. The picture was a very big boy. So there we go.
He's a chunk.
Let's see the chunk. Oh yes, the chunky boy.
That was the photo.
That's an adorable chunk.
Yeah. So there's mine. And yeah, you can let us know when you're ready to move to the next one, and we'll do that. It's all good.
I think I'll be ready soon.
Very good. Sleepy Bassett is sleepy, says Fazoom.
Absolutely.
Hassan Brick says, I have an Uncle Jeff too. I think everybody's supposed to, I think.
Everybody has an
Yeah.
Uncle Jeff.
Yeah.
And they're usually like a drug addict or in prison, or they're the fun uncle that's managed to keep their nose clean. So there's that.
Chunk. Larry likes it. Thank you, Larry. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Golden Knight Pictures likes it too. He says, "Coot." Family Brick says, L word alert. So I don't know what that means, but.
Oh, yes. Yes. People are having an interesting game with my decision to not be a part of the Lego hobby anymore.
For Zoom, I don't think that your brother and I can become more polar opposites if we tried.
Oh, I'm sure you could try.
All right, I got the time.
All right, there we go.
I really like the face of that dog, Beth. It's very adorable.
Yeah, it's how I feel sometimes, like you're stuck indoors all day and you find out you're going to be stuck indoors for another 2 months.
Yeah.
You can't help just feel like your life's slowly losing.
So this is one of those like
away.
This is one of those like quote unquote mood, right? You put like mood under it
like
or something.
Mood.
Yeah. Okay. See, I'm hip.
Are you?
No, not at all.
Hey, what movie or TV show did you watch in the gym that offended people today or this week?
No, nothing offended. So, okay, so I've had on my list for a while, Ocean's 11,
Oh.
and so I finally watched it. Monday, I think, and I was done with it. And I know that there's two others, 12 and 13. I was like, well, I'm not really in a hurry to watch the other. It wasn't bad, but I was like, I'm good. And then, of course, Netflix was like, just so you know, if you would like to continue watching the other episodes in this series, hey, what are all these? We have 1 million people from Twitch over here. What is going on?
We have a raid coming in from Brix O'Brien, Brian Saviano. The Pokemon shenanigans just ended, so he sent all of the people here.
Well, hey everybody,
Hello.
that was fast. That was it for the direct. Wow.
Yeah, I guess they're getting Gen 4 Pokemon now.
Oh, is that okay? We'll
find.
find.
Okay.
We'll find out all
for,
the
Pokemon Go.
I have no idea.
yeah, thanks everybody. I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate all the follows too. We got a follow from Mom Jeans and Pika 5000345 and Flick Bricks. We got Bobo Laveau, Bricks Fan 89. What's up, Nick?
That is Brick Star Wars Boy, for those of you that don't know, the most wholesome person on the planet.
And Eli. There's a lot of folks. Thank you all. And let's see. AS_Sirs, Victor Oreo. Hey, yeah, and Neuro Cindy. Hello. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. So yeah, we're drawing. This is a drawing stream, and we are drawing pets today. And so you are currently looking at my guest artist, Bethany's screen, and she is drawing a basset hound. Here is mine. Wait, let me move it. Hold on. Stand by. This is the, we decided this was the chunk. There's the chunk. What's up, Bama Bricks?
Hey, Bama. Does Stitch count as a pet, Kevin, from Lilo and Stitch, or no?
Oh,
I don't. That's a good question. I
'Cause
kind of
if
think
the-
it's an alien.
If
It's an
Pikachu
alien.
doesn't count, then yeah, it's a no-go. Sorry, Bama Bricks.
It's a no-go. Okay, what was I going to say? Oh, Netflix told me that the follow-up movies in the Ocean series would be removed at the end of the month.
oh.
So I was like, well, I guess I'm watching all of these. So I went through all 3 of them back to back to back. So today was the final 30 or 40 minutes of Ocean's 13.
I'm ready for another drawing.
Okay, cool.
I've finished it. I just I realized that we were just doing like a quick sketch, and I was like, oh, there's no need to be so like detailed with it. So
Look at Bama Bricks is bringing the receipts, Jeff. Let's see. All right. I'll pick the next one. I really like this suggestion of a parrot.
Me too.
That was in there. So that was earlier on. Classic Bricks said officially the suggestion was Deckhand Smitty with a parrot or a monkey. But I
don't
really
know who that is.
Well, you're in for a treat. He is present and accounted for.
Deckhand Smitty is a fictitious character that reads mail that goes to Jeff on accident on his YouTube channel.
All right, let's see.
And he's a pirate.
Jeff, can you put that back in the chat? Because that comment was from a little while ago.
Sure, no problem.
So yes, Jeff pretends to be a pirate sometimes.
Okay.
And that is his pirate persona. He's not usually around here because he is very raunchy.
Okay.
You're not wrong.
And I'm like, you know what? I don't know if I want the raunchiness on this stream. So yes, all right. So we'll do that. So here's the suggestion on the screen now. Deckhand Smitty with a parrot or monkey. You can just pick one part of that. I think I'm just gonna draw the parrot. I just want to draw the parrot. I'm sorry, Jeff.
Oh, I think I found a photo. I was like, I wonder what Deckhand Smitty looks like.
Did you actually search Deckhand Smitty?
Yeah, I did.
Holy
And
crap, I come up on it. That's awesome.
Yeah, you do. You do come up on that.
That's fantastic.
You've made it, my friend.
I guess so.
Is that really?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
All right, I'm gonna draw this parrot.
What parrot do I go for? Because there's a lot of different parrots. Like,
There
are
are.
you gonna go for the macaw, like the
That's what I'm
African
doing.
grey?
I'm going for the stereotypical bright red with multiple colored parrot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I'm sorry. I'm losing it. All right, I'm good. Everything's fine.
I like this comment that Fazoom said in the chat. He says Jeff pretends to be a pirate sometimes is how many people explain Jeff to strangers.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Yep, it is Flickbricks. It is currently on YouTube as well. I stream to Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook.
You could just say multiple platforms, Kevin.
But that could exclude what? Periscope?
Yeah.
And somebody would be mad.
So?
So
Yeah, right. That's bad. Never mind.
I can't believe you came up on a Google search.
I can't either. Like when you Google search me, my name, nothing happens. It's like some musician and wrestler. Deckhand Smitty, though, front page.
Wow.
Yeah, literally, it's one of the first ones.
Mm-hmm.
First results.
Yeah.
Horster family bricks trying to get the horses involved. So yeah, no, I appreciate all the folks coming over from the Pokemon stream. This is very different, but I appreciate you guys swinging by. In case you're not familiar, I do this stream every single Friday. We're actually going into year 3 of doing this every Friday, which is kind of insane. And it's called the Doodle Stream. We pick a theme. I usually have somebody on that helps me moderate the chat and collect the suggestions. Once a month, I have a guest artist on with me at the end, the last Friday of the month. So that's what today is. And we draw people's ideas, and they're kind of quick. They're not really meant to be masterpieces. We don't make masterpieces on the Doodle Stream. That is for sure. But it's fun. It's pretty relaxed, and you get to have a conversation about all kinds of crazy stuff and watch artists make art.
I do like hers already more than yours, Kevin, because it looks like she's driving Deckhand Smitty.
Yes. So then I will take it away from you so that you can't see.
Oh, that's fine.
Gatorbrick says if you Google Kevin Hinkle, sometimes a hippie comes up. So yes, if you on YouTube search Kevin Hinkle, there is another Kevin Hinkle who is a professional joyologist, which means he's trying to sell you something to teach you how to be happy in your life. He's got a much better body than I do. He has the surfer thing going on, and he has a YouTube channel, and it is very interesting.
So, you know what that guy reminds me of? He reminds me of a professional cuddler. Like, that's the kind of creepy vibe I get from him.
The other guy, the other Kevin?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's...
Not you, Kevin, the other Kevin.
He's messing up my brand.
Right?
I was like, what are you doing?
My brand.
You're messing up my brand here. I'm putting a lot of effort into this.
You really are.
I really am.
Yeah.
I still can't believe it's very no, actually, I think I finally passed it. I was about to complain about something, but now I feel like I don't have the but the thing that's bothered me for a long time is, we started the Bricks in the Middle social media accounts, like on Instagram and Twitter and all that, for the comic, and the comic is no longer a thing. It is discontinued. And I think in its entire life, if you look at just Instagram, I posted maybe 40 times. So like 40 times. And it had just under 2,000 followers.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, my art account, in which I've posted every day for 3 years without fail, still hadn't reached 1,900. And I was like, why is it that this Lego comic that I posted nothing to and I leave dormant for months upon months has more followers than something I'm actively posting every day to? I don't understand.
That is the amazingness and the curse of the internet. It's so vast that like anyone can find your work, and like people from all over the globe can find it, and at the same time it can just get lost.
Yeah.
The internet is massive.
The internet is a thing.
The internet is a thing.
It is a thing.
I'm going to be right back. I was going to quote Q Street, but I'll be right back. Anyway, I'll be right back.
No problem.
What's up, Mike? Mike's watching over on Facebook. How about a pet rock? That's not a bad idea. With the googly eyes. It's all about the googly eyes. Should have waited to draw the parrot on the color prize. Well, that is a risk we take sometimes. There's been a couple episodes. So one of the other things that I do is on the, like when I get to like episode 10, 20, 30, like when I get that even number, I pick a color and that's the theme. So the next episode will be, I think it's going to be blue. And it's the only time when I do the show that I feel a little awkward not coloring for the first hour and a half. Like, this should be colored. Everything should be colored. That's an odd thing. That face is looking pretty good, though.
Arr. I haven't drawn I don't think I've ever drawn a pirate.
Look at that. Look, we are crossing new bridges today.
I'm learning new things.
So you said you're in school, right? You mentioned that.
Yeah.
What are you studying?
I'm studying concept art.
That's right. You said that. I'm sorry. Did say that.
No, that's okay. But because of the pandemic and everything, we haven't been actually at the university. I live here next to the university, but most people have gone home. Like, I mean, because of all the online learning and stuff, people don't need to be like at the university.
Right.
But like I just like I enjoy being here. Even though I'm by myself basically most of the time. But yeah, it's been a fun course, even though I haven't really had that much like interaction with the other students.
Yeah. And
I've
it's all online.
Yeah, pretty much. We all use like Microsoft Teams.
Gotcha.
And I've been learning a lot of stuff about like tone. Like surprisingly, I didn't. I needed to improve on my art a lot when I first like worked on this course, because like in comics, like it's your own style, so you can like get away with a lot of stuff as long as the story makes sense and like the communication is there. You can like go nuts with the stylization of it and stuff, but in concept art, it has to be transferable to another media, aka like 3D, so it kind of has to like make sense. Like the fundamentals of art have to make sense. So I've just been basically relearning how to draw, and it's been a bit challenging, but I've seen myself improve, and I've seen a lot of people say to me like, "Oh, you've improved a lot like since like 2020 and 2021." I'm like, "Oh, that's epic."
I can add another voice into the stream, because I mean obviously I've been following you online for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And it's been, I mean, I think your style in general is really cool.
Oh, awesome.
I don't know how to like, it's different, and it has like a feeling to it. I don't know how to articulate it better,
that's crazy.
But I can tell that it has evolved. I don't necessarily think there's such a thing as like bad art, but I feel like it evolves and changes.
I mean, it very much is like, you know, you it's a journey, really. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, it's a journey and all," but it genuinely is. I think like when you're learning any skill, or you're learning how to grow as a person, you go on this huge journey, and you're gonna have ups and you're gonna have downs, and you're gonna have times where it's just like, man, I just want to give up. But sometimes you just have to like push on regardless of that, and especially if somebody says something to you and it gets you down, because like my teacher told me, hey, you're not doing tone correctly, and you've never used black and white before for shading and stuff, because I only used color, I never used black and white. And I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to relearn all of that, relearn like how to use tone and stuff. Meanwhile, loads of people who are on my course they've already like learned it, because they've gone from undergraduate, which is like what I was doing for comics, they were doing for concept art. They already know how to do most of it, so they're like 2 to 3 years ahead of me, and it's very hard, like, because you're kind of like, man, I don't think I've made the right decision. But honestly, like, I just put my mind to it and just kept doing it over and over again. And obviously it didn't happen first time round that she said, you've gotten some of it right, but you still need to be more brave with color. Go full on like black and white. Don't make it too gray, because then it goes flat. So just really go out there with like the contrast. And so I did, and it was unnatural to me.
Yeah.
But she said, that's really good. You've basically gotten it. And then once you get that, like, that bit of like feedback saying you're going in the right direction, it's just a big roller coaster, like, up from there. because like you're doing the right thing, so just whatever you're doing, just keep doing it. Like and before you know it, you're knowing how to do it.
I feel like something I heard once upon a time, and I don't remember what setting it was in, if it was like a work thing or I just heard somebody else say it, but I was told that, if you're trying to do something and you're uncomfortable, it probably means that you're growing while you're doing it.
Yeah.
And I've definitely have applied that to like stuff that I've been doing with my own business. Like believe me, I am uncomfortable constantly. I'm like, oh no, I'm about to invest, X amount of money to produce this product and maybe not a single person will buy it. Well, let's do it.
Yeah, you're taking a big risk, but it's like if you don't do it, you'll never know.
Yeah.
Like you'll think, oh god, Discord's popping up. Time to go invisible.
That's a good plan. Hey, Bethany, I have a silly question for you about your schooling and your art style that you do, because I have never seen your art style. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
All right. So when you say concept art, are you going to be like painting with like paints and brushes, or are you going to be drawing with like pencils and the fun stuff? Like I do. Yes, that style, I guess.
Yeah. So a lot of the stuff that they ask you to do is like quite painterly, because it's got the main thing for concept art is that you've got to give it to a 3D modeler or a 3D artist, and they've got to understand and replicate what you've done into a 3D world, basically. So that it has to be like easily it can communicate visually what you want them to do with the space. So a lot of it is painting and making it look 3D, like through painting, which for me, I did comics and cartoons for ages, so like that did not like come natural to me, and I still find it difficult even to this day. I would like to do more experimentation, to be fair, because I think it's really refreshing. Like I've been doing digital art for years, and it's really nice when you can just like grab a pencil and a pen and just do some doodling when you're outside or something. It just like really like changes up the pace and makes
or on the internet.
Or on the internet. Yeah.
Or on the internet and be absolutely terrified and be like, oh, what? People are watching and people can see me draw and make every mistake I make.
No, if you want to laugh, go back to episode 1 of this show. It's rough. I mean, it was January 1st, 2018. And it's like, yeah.
This isn't looking like a parrot, but
it's looking.
I think it looks glorious.
It's looking like a masterpiece, really.
It's looking like a bird from hell.
Gatorbrick says that your accent has elevated the sophistication of this stream. I would agree.
Oh yeah, I mean, like when I was like in TTV, and a lot of the people there are American. And when I first joined, they're just like, you could say the dumbest thing.
It really does, yeah.
I would still believe you. It's like you could just tell me a pack of lies, and it sounds like you're telling me fact.
And that's cool. Brian said that they did announce the remakes of that generation that I know is his entry point into the franchise, which is cool.
Oh, is this Pokemon?
It's Pokemon stuff, yeah.
Is it Diamond and Pearl by chance?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I joined the exact same generation.
Yep.
I played because I borrowed Pokemon Ruby from my auntie, and I never finished it. But then I got Pokemon Pearl and absolutely loved that game. That's cool.
That was the one I got too. It came out, the Diamond and Pearl generation came out when I was like in a Pokemon lull.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. I mean, I was there from the beginning. I got Red for Christmas that year when it came out,
Yeah.
1998 or whatever. But we were back home. We were visiting home for the holidays, and I was kind of bored.
Yeah.
And I was like, I mean, here's my family, but I'd rather just not. So I went to the mall, and like it had just launched, and I was like, oh, there's a new Pokemon game out. All right. So I bought Pearl, and that was the one that got me back in. And I think I logged like 300 hours of gameplay in Pearl.
Wow.
And then I think I did the next. I think after that was Black and White, and then Black 2, White 2.
Yeah, they had like that little. They kind of did something similar with Diamond and Pearl, where they had Platinum, which was the one with Giratina in, and then they did one for Black and White as well, where they had like the two. Actually, I think they did two for the second one as well.
Yeah.
They had like when they merged together with the I can't remember the name of the legendary Pokemon, but there's another one that you can catch later on in the game, and that one merges with Zekrom and Reshiram. I somehow remember their names,
Yeah.
but I don't remember the other one's name. But yeah.
Awesome. Are you happy with your piece?
Yes, I am. It doesn't really look like a parrot.
I feel like the ultimate destination was still achieved. So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
all right, so the next pick is yours. So it goes back to you. So
Okay,
you can choose from the private chat what you would like to do next.
Kevin, this is my favorite artist, by the way, from here
That's
on.
hey,
Just so you know, I'm okay.
That's fine. That's
All
fine.
right.
Oh, fainting goat sounds funny. You ever seen a goat faint?
Yes.
I think I have.
Yeah, they just full on ragdoll.
Is that the one?
Yeah, I'm done. With it. Or baby gator. I want to do like a little like laser, because when they're little babies, they make this like strange sound that sounds like what's it? It sounds like Space Invader. They're like
So
strange.
I mean, based on our earlier conversation, I don't know if that's what you're telling me is lies or facts, but I'm going to believe it as facts because
I wholeheartedly I'm saying that they do make weird sounds.
Oh, and this is my final parrot.
Let's see this.
There's no deckhand Smitty, but
That's great.
mail time with a hook question mark.
Nah, it's not as
Don't
good.
mess with that parrot. Like his beak is very powerful.
Yeah, it's not that great, Kevin.
I love it.
Like,
Okay.
a parrot's bite is supposed to be pretty painful and pretty bad. Like, so you've definitely you've portrayed the power of a parrot very well.
Very nice. All right,
Mine just looks like a cryptid.
That's Jeff. Or you got a parrot.
Aww.
There's some stories about Jeff. Dick and Smitty.
Jeff, you should change that though
Oh,
to your next profile image for a little bit.
Yeah, that's the plan.
All right, so we're gonna do the fainting goats. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Bubba.
Yeah.
So Bubba's suggestion was fainting goat. So we will do that. I think I gotta Google the image of it just laying upside down with its legs up.
Yeah.
Let's see, fainting goat. Oh man, good stuff. Good conversation, everybody. Appreciate it.
All right, so Beth, I'm looking at your Instagram thing because I digitally stalked you for a minute.
Okay, that's all right.
I really like the scarecrow with the axe in his noodle.
Oh yeah. That me and my friends for Halloween were like, let's draw ourselves as in Halloween costumes. I remember I was feeling pretty sick and like that day, so I just put myself as a scarecrow.
It's awesome.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Everybody, you should fun to draw. You should check out her Instagram, everybody. I'm going to post that in the live stream right now. There she is. Check it out. She's got some awesome sketches of monsters and all sorts of good stuff. Like, I'm going to recommend you to my wife as well. She likes monster drawings and things like that. So she's always looking for new artists. So there you go.
Oh, awesome! Yeah, me and a couple of my friends, like we have like a Discord that we all hang out in, and we have like, I think it's like gallery. It's called Galleria of Waifu, Galleria de Waifus.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, like, it's literally just an art posting place where we just go, yo, check out this amazing art, and then we're just like, oh, the dream.
Do you know about the monster drawing Discord?
No.
All right, I'll talk to Emily about it. She's part of it, and it's a whole bunch of artists that have banded together from the breakdown of what was the social platform that broke down? The one that used to be good, but it's not anymore.
Tumblr?
Tumblr, yeah. So a bunch of artists.
Yeah.
A bunch of artists from Tumblr. They all got together, made the Discord, yada shmada, and now they just kind of promote each other as much as they can on Twitter, their own site. So I'll talk to Em, get you the invite, and we'll go from there.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm more than happy to, because monsters are cool. And
there are naughty monsters though, so just be warned.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not bothered.
Be warned.
I mean, most of the time, Galleria de Waifus is tame, but sometimes.
There's one person on there that draws a lot of xenomorph things that make me go, that's yucky. So, and I have a pretty thick skin, but it just makes me go, that's yucky. Why would you do this?
The bunch of xenomorph things.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's not good, Kevin. You would not appreciate it.
I would not appreciate it. I try to remain as highbrow as possible.
Well, that's the thing I always worry about when I'm like on social media, because like I drew a lady who was naked, and I was just like, I don't know what my demographic is, but I assume it's people my age or older. So I don't know why I'm panicking so much about it, because I was just like, oh, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want people to be like, oh, my child was following your page and you posted that. I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, it's just the fault. Like, I personally was like, I'm not bothered by the fact that the lady's naked. It's just life drawing. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So I got this through moral dilemma. I did a censored version, and I was like, why am I going through all this effort just to censor this? Because I personally don't think it's a bad thing. So I just went with, you know what, if I don't think it's a bad thing, then I'll just go with it. But I've seen some amazing art on Twitter, and I've just been like, oh, I really want to like this or share this, but then I feel like there'll be someone out there that will see it and go.
I mean, there usually is someone. There usually is always someone that has an issue.
Usually my friend will like pull me up and be like, yo, I saw what you.
I saw it. I saw it. You thought you could hide it from me. You can't.
Thought you could hide from us forever. Look, we know.
Man.
So, you know what's interesting? Speaking of demographics, right? I've been diving into the whole YouTube demographics. Not a ton, but like every now and then I'll look at it for my channel to see what's going on. And something I found really, really interesting, up until like maybe 2 months ago, it was telling me, and I feel like there's no way it could be true, but it was like telling me that 100% of my audience was male.
Really?
And I'm like, that can't be true.
That's not true.
I'm like, there's no way. And it stayed that way. Like I would check it like, oh, let me check it again in a week from now. And it stayed that way for like months. And then just recently it now says that it's like, it seems reasonable now. It's like, I think 60% male and 40% female. But I'm like, what? What? Why is it?
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
Yeah, because Lindsay and Deanna both are totally dudes.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm like, I know that there are females that watch my content.
Did you really have to say females like that?
because I'm trying to. I'm thinking about how YouTube is telling me. It's like this is odd.
Yeah, you do a Professor Snape, and you're like, "Don't lie to me."
It's just it was weird. It was a weird like and then also the other thing too, which is apparently bad in YouTube school, but like the subscribe versus not subscribe, you know, like how many people are watching your stuff that actually are subscribed to.
Oh.
For me, it's like 90% subscribed,
Oh.
and which is, I mean, cool, but I guess it also means that like literally nobody new is watching anything I'm doing. So it's like, oh, all right, that's interesting. So
yeah, it's I honestly have no clue about YouTube and things like that. Like it was all like I never had to worry about it, you know. Like I had some lovely people who just would just do it all, and I'm just like, now I'm out on my own. I'm like, man, I'm sorry, I was so lazy. Like, I didn't help at all. I was just like, oh, if only I could turn back time. But you know, I very much appreciate the amount that people did for me back then.
So here's this that I have drawn. I don't know how I feel.
I haven't. Mine looks weird.
Kevin,
Let's
what?
have a look at. Oh, yeah. That's pretty much, yeah. I love its face. It's just like, oh no, what has happened?
This is I don't know how to process this image, but there you go.
I love it. That's pretty much how they look. Goats are weird. They've got like these.
They are weird
eyes.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I
weird.
think their eyes are like horizontal slightly.
Yep.
It's bizarre.
Indeed.
Mesmerized by how civil Jeff is on the stream. Too shocking.
I have to rein him in.
I respect Mr. Hinkle. Sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Otherwise, though.
Yeah, otherwise he goes off.
Oh yeah, it's real bad.
I see. I see.
Oh look, now yours is like flying.
Yeah, it's a posing towards you.
it's like being abducted by an alien.
It's angry now.
I mean, if I looked like that, I'd be angry too.
Yeah, if I was a goat, I'd probably be a demonic goat.
That's fair.
Don't go near that goat. That goat is weird.
It could be worse. It could be a swan. Swan are horrible creatures.
Oh, swan! A swan and geese. Like there's a picture of me somewhere on the internet of me being swarmed by geese, and
oh, that's a shame.
I'm smiling in the picture. They're not attacking me. They're just standing there. But I literally couldn't get out.
They were plotting.
I had to wait for them to all move before I could leave.
So this one time in Munich, when I was very young, I stepped out of this bar and was kind of inebriated, and stumble walked over to a park to sit down, and I heard honk. And I went, well, what? Yeah, right. And I was like, whatever. And then I felt a sharp pain in my shoulder, and I heard honk, honk, and I turned around, and there was a swan. And I was like, this is new, because I'm inebriated. And so then a fight happened between myself and a swan.
You got into a drunken brawl with a swan.
I did. I punched it in the face.
That's
a small target. I'm impressed.
Thanks. What's up, Kevin?
You punched you.
It bit me.
They can be pretty aggressive. Like
yeah.
I think a few people have broken their arms from them, like because their wings are super strong.
You know that gif of the guy from The Princess Bride who's just trying to talk and he can't. He's just like fumbling like his hands in front of his face.
Yeah,
that's me right now.
Well, you know, that goat had it coming. Goat. That swan had it
I
coming.
I punched it in the face.
I did. I punched it in the face, and then it kind of came at me again, and then I punched it again, and then the police showed up. And German police are not fun people, let me tell you.
You had the
Yeah,
police called on you?
Yeah, somebody from across the street apparently called the police about a man beating up a swan. And then I was escorted back to my host family's house.
Oh, oh my god.
This
Yeah.
is how this man was created, everybody. This is the person you see here today.
To be fair, my German teacher didn't find out until we were on the plane ride back to America. And then when he did, I was in deep shit. So, yeah.
Were
Alright,
you like
I think this goat is almost finished.
my goat's dead, so it's done. Mine's done.
My goat has passed on.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice you flipped it back up. You stopped being abducted.
Yeah, it wasn't working out. So it definitely looks more like a goat and less like an alien.
It looks really cute though, if you think about it in a certain light.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a what's the name of the Pokemon? It's like the Bellsprout. It kind of reminds me of Bellsprout in this part here.
Bellsprout.
Bellsprout with a mustache.
Oh goodness. Let's see. Okay, I will pick another one for us to do.
Awesome.
Let's see.
That swan had it coming, Chad.
That swan had it coming. I just took me a second to realize what you just said.
Yeah.
That swan had it coming.
Yep. So, one, you keep suggesting things that are too non-specific. So, like a kitty meowing, it's not like what kind of cat? Like just a kitty? Like, so I'm not gonna copy that down.
I already have a few ideas about just a cat meowing.
That's fantastic.
Okay, I kind of like this chia pet suggestion.
Oh, the Julian one?
I don't know if I necessarily want it in the shape of Julian's head, but a chia pet is a funny thing to draw.
Hey, CC, welcome.
Hey, what's up? Let's see, 9:46. So that'd be 10:46. Oh, maybe that was too far back, actually.
Do you want me to do it?
Yes.
All right, give me a second. I'll do it. It was Larry. I'm gonna put it in chat.
Yep, Larry Legond.
I don't know. If
So I'm not fully aware.
There you go. Got it.
What is a chia pet?
What is a chia pet? You're not familiar?
No.
It is the like little terracotta ceramic creature, and you put little seeds in it, and it grows plants.
I've just googled it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, some of these are so good.
Yeah, there's all kinds of there's a I mean, yeah. There's a Star Wars Mandalorian one, of course.
Yeah, I see that one.
Of course there is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do the hedgehog one because I'm gonna do that one.
I'm not sure what I'll do.
So Brian Saviano says, "Oh, so you could draw a plant but not a Pokemon." SMH.
You know what, Brian? I was working on something, okay, that was peeking out, but maybe I'm not. Maybe not anymore. All right, I'm gonna do a chia pet hedgehog. Oh, sea monkeys! I forgot about sea monkeys.
Sea monkeys. I haven't heard of those in so long.
See, that's the other best part of this kind of stuff with like a show is that the chat gives such amazing suggestions and makes you think about stuff that you're like, I have not thought about that in a very long time.
Yeah. I just somebody posted to me it's like a fizzy drink that I haven't seen since I bought it at secondary school, and it took me back. I'd completely forgotten about it, and I was just like, oh wow, I used to buy that all the time at my like school. Anyways, yeah, it was just nostalgic.
It's interesting when things can trigger a memory.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Juan, there you go. Now you're cooking with gas there. I'll put a teacup puppy on there.
Very good. Very
All
nice.
right. Thank you for being very specific about things. I'm not a mind reader, as I tell Emily sometimes.
Oh. Yes. Yes. I know what that means.
No, you know what. Mm-hmm.
Chia.
Thank you. Chia, watch it grow.
I think I did have one. I don't remember which one I had.
I think my mom tried to give me one once, and I was just like, I don't care about plants.
I don't want this plant.
Right?
I want a real animal, not a plant.
Well, I mean, we had dachshunds. We've had dachshunds ever since I was a wee lad,
Yeah.
so yeah.
I remember getting my first pet. I got a hamster, called it Tina, and
Solid name.
Tina the hamster.
yeah, everybody just used to go, "Oh, you like Tina Turner?" I'm like, I don't know who that is. I just called her Tina because she was tiny, and tiny begins with a T, and so I was just like, yeah, Tina, tiny Tina.
Tiny begins with a T is probably the best reason. I love it.
Yeah,
Canadian
I mean,
Papa Bear's
it's not
here.
the most questionable name I've called my animals. I literally called my cat Fluffy for years, and people were like, "Could you not come up with a more original name?" And went, "No." Fluffy.
Do I tell you your business? Do I tell you what to name your kids? Leave me alone.
I mean,
Just
at least
like,
it's
I'll
not like.
come back one day when they name their kids something. I'm just like,
Yeah.
what an unoriginal name.
Yeah, just like hold that feeling for years.
Yeah, they've
That's
completely
healthy.
forgotten about it.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Papa B? Nice to see you.
Yep. So Kevin, that's like naming like animals after like food or drinks, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Mine wasn't really planned, but it happened.
Uh-huh. Which?
Both.
I was gonna make a child joke, but I decided not to.
Oh, my pets though.
Yeah.
Because I have 2 dogs. I have 2 Chihuahuas.
Yeah.
And they are named Milkshake and Espresso.
Oh.
And every time we go to the vet, they're like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Take these dogs."
Yeah.
I just spit soda out all over the place, Kevin, you asshole.
I was like, they need something. Take them.
Canadian Papa Bear, that is a fantastic request, and I have copied it down.
Yeah, I haven't got a Chihuahua, but we have a Pomeranian Chihuahua,
Oh no.
and yeah, she's a diva.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's a trait.
Yeah, yeah, she was very, very tiny at first, and then we began to question whether she was actually a Pomeranian Chihuahua when she decided to become a mega chonk as she got older. And not only that, but Pomeranians have got really like big fur. It's like poofy.
Yeah.
So like, not only is she large, but she's also poofy. So
I thought for sure you were about to say not only is she large, she's also in charge. I was like,
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I officially need business cards that say that.
Not only am I,
large,
she's in. Yeah, no, don't worry, Ray. I was actually just saying, yep, Jeff lets one slip every now and then.
I try not to. Like, I really try. It's like when I do for Zoom stuff, like, don't swear. It's like, going to go see your grandparents that are like, oh, we think so highly of you, but not when you swear, Jeffrey. So I'm like, don't swear.
Not when you swear, Jeffrey.
Mm-hmm.
Not
That's what my...
we don't like it when you swear, and it's just like, man, my grandparents are the same. Like, they're lovely, but I can't even say like stuff that I would usually just say offhandedly.
Mm-hmm.
And one time I got a little bit too emotionally invested in the conversation. I just,
Oh, that'll teach you.
let one slide, and everyone went quiet, and I just looked at my grandma, and I'm pretty sure she sits in a recliner, but if this was like during her like heydays, she would have gone over there and given me a smack probably. Be like, don't say words like that. And it's like, oh.
We used to think so highly of you. You're so much better than that.
So this one time I was around my grandpa McWee, who is Irish, and it's okay to swear if you're 80 years old and Irish, but not if you're 16 and Irish.
Yep.
So we're
in
New York City where they used to live, and Grandpap is trying to do something in the back of the brownstone and is just like cursing up a storm. And I'm like, hey, Pap, what's going on? And he's like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay. Well, that's a real son of a blah, blah, blah. And then he, like, whacked me upside the head and was like, watch your mouth. And I was like, what?
Whoa.
I was like, he's like, yeah, you don't need to swear. But I was like, Grandpa, what just happened here? Grandpa.
I look up to you.
Fazoom says, my show is like your grandparents' house? Sigh.
Yeah.
All right, this is my chia pet. There's my.
Well, I'm still in
Chia.
drawing. I'm trying to do a poodle.
You got the like luxurious model.
Yeah.
I'm doing a poodle, but it's like I didn't think this through. I'm like, this would be a great idea. And then I start drawing it, and I'm just like, oh, I think I've bitten off more than I can chew with this one.
That's okay. You take your time, and I'll work on this special little thing so that Brian will calm down.
Canadian Papa Bear, that's not bad advice. And Nick, you're not wrong. That's it. That's all I had.
Oh, okay. I was waiting for the next one.
No, I wasn't going to finish that thought. We're good. So, funny thing, Gator Bricks, did you know that that's true? Nobody curses more than an Irishman. But also, Freud said that psychology does not work on Irish folk.
Really?
So, yes. Which is almost 100% true.
And kind of terrifying.
Yeah. Hey, Juan, can you talk about somebody else's art stream somewhere else? Like maybe on Instagram with them and DMs where that sort of thing goes? Thanks, buddy. All right.
Okay. Jeff.
What? What?
What's happening?
I don't know. What's happening with you?
I don't know. What's the motto with you?
What's the motto with me? We're old. Well, so apparently Beth had to step away for a moment, so we're looking at a poodle.
Oh, no problem.
It looks like a very fancy poodle. It looks like almost like a Disney poodle, like it would belong in the 101 Dalmatians.
Jeff was a lot nicer than you wanted to be.
This is very true. It's not creepy, Deanna. That's rude.
What's creepy?
Her poodle. But it's not creepy.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Kill streak.
I was a lot nicer, I'd like to point out.
Jeff is popping off.
I'm not popping off. I'm good. I've been as calm as I can.
I've seen Jeff pop off, and we're not
mild.
There.
Yeah, this is mild.
He keeps it pretty tame for my show.
I do. I try to, but like when the rains are. Thanks, Reed. I try not to go overboard because if you've ever, so I know that he hates when we talk about this, but when Brian and I are on my channel doing my thing and like all that fun stuff, it's a different experience. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a fun time. Love you, Brian.
Yeah, I've heard some of those.
Oh,
you've been doing them for a while, haven't you?
Because
I remember listening, like when you would build and he would come on and stuff like that, and it'd be like very different.
It's Every once in a while, I do the building show. Yeah. I've been doing it alone. I'm trying to anyway, and just keeping up with chat, and I've gotten a lot better at it. But I prefer to have somebody there, and in all honesty, I prefer to have Brian there. He's my friend. So
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
And sometimes he, brushes me off, and other times he just says, "Don't count on me." So there you go.
Truth.
It's very true. But see, the thing is that like most people get into the Lego community through like somebody like you, Kevin, or anything else. But I got in more into the community through Brian. He led me to Julian. He led me to Zoom, and he led me to all those people, and I'm always grateful for it.
There you go. Here's your Piplup, Brian.
Thanks, Brian. Die in a fire. All right, that's a great penguin thing.
It's a great Pokemon.
Die in a fire. I like this comment that Gatorbrick said. We have a mission. Make Jeff lose it. You may make him lose it on his channel. That's funny. Let me move Piplup over here.
It takes a lot for me to lose it. Like usually, if it's anyway.
Let's see. And I think I saw my sister-in-law earlier. Nice to see you. I assume the nephews are watching. Hello, if they are.
Oh no.
Maybe they are. Maybe they're not. I don't know.
I'm sorry, Kevin.
Oh, it's all right. All
Are
right.
you sure? Because I'm cursed a lot today.
You have been a little off.
I've not been off. I've been on, man. Like last week and the week before was Depression Land. I took a depression nap 2 days ago and then woke up and was like, let's face this monster. And I've been in a good mood ever since.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Chaser the Guy. Appreciate that.
Hey, appreciate it, Chaser.
How it be sometimes, like
yeah.
Kids are watching.
I will fight you, just not right now.
Yeah, so Jeff actually does on his, so he has his own channel as well. And or at least on YouTube, I realized after I said that we're streaming to multiple places.
Yeah.
So Jeff has a YouTube channel, and on the last Sunday of every month, he does a mental health talk.
Okay, yeah.
This Sunday, we're talking about executive dysfunction.
Ooh.
So, yeah, that'll be super late at night, though. So, it's usually like when somebody watches it the next day or whatever. So, but executive dysfunction is a fun thing. I found out from my psychiatrist that I, in fact, have executive dysfunction. And Emily was like, oh, yeah, I've had that for years. And I was like, well, I've never even heard these words before. What's happening? So, we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard that before either.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that before either.
Right, so executive dysfunction is where you have a bunch of stuff to do. Like, I need to go to the store, I need to run these errands, but, like, you just don't know how to prioritize it. You just don't know how to prioritize. Yeah. Chaser the Guy, my YouTube's channel name is Jeff McElwee.
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah. I like learning more about mental health stuff because I think it's super important to know what things can people can be dealing with or what you can be dealing with so you could help them or help yourself.
That's I was in behavioral health for a very long time, and I learned a lot of things, and we took one of those proficiency tests once, and like the guy was shocked. He's like, you could have gone to college and have your master's in psychiatry or psychology at this point, right? And I was like, oh, cool, great. And so I just talk about how to fight those feelings and how to deal with those feelings and how to cope with those feelings. So yeah, that's all I do. I'm not a doctor, so yeah.
Especially right now, everybody's going through a really difficult time right now. I know everybody's spoken about this.
Look at this comment from Ghost Rick and Talkin'. Jeff brings knowledge to the people, unlike us, where we pondered this week what a human heart tastes like on our podcast.
Imagine quite chewy.
Oh, all right. I didn't think we were gonna. I didn't think it was a baton pass. I thought it was more. We're gonna leave that one over there. I have not listened to that episode yet.
Oh, sorry. Did I say that out loud?
No. That's kind of cool. It's a very interesting idea you've got for that dog with the plants growing out of the feet,
legs, yeah,
and the hair.
It's just got little plant pot feet.
Is that did you see a model like that, or are you just kind of imagining?
I'm just making it up.
I was like, that is a deluxe version.
I saw I just went, what's a fluffy animal? Oh, a poodle.
Of course, a poodle. It all makes sense now.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, I could do a hedgehog, but then you were doing one, so I was like, oh, let's see if I can find something different. If not, I'll just do a hedgehog.
Well,
and then I had
yeah.
this big brain idea and was like, oh, this would be great, and then I was like, this is a bad idea.
My runner up was Bob Ross, but that has nothing to do with pets whatsoever.
I saw that one. It was like, I really want to draw that, but I don't know how I can connect that to animals.
Yeah, that one was a little too much of a stretch.
Maybe have like a little squirrel on his shoulder or something.
Yep. All right, so I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. So I'm gonna leave the screen up so they can see you finish up your drawing.
Yeah, I think I'm almost finished now.
And then I think you're next for the next pick.
Oh,
I think.
Okay.
So you can look through and let us know what we're doing when I get back.
Yeah, no problem.
And Jeff will behave himself.
Don't count on it. So, Bethany, I like English stuff. I don't know how else to say it without sounding like a dumb American. But
okay.
I really like English TV and things like that, and like the dramas, not the comedies. But and I also found this funny thing where swear words are different here than they are there.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
So, like, if I call you an a-hole, that is like a slap to the face. That is like, oh, it's fighting time. Here, it's like whatever. But if see you next Tuesday comes up, that's like, yeah, he's just he's just my best friend. But here, it's a punch to the face, and it's kind of weird, right?
I think it all depends on whether somebody takes you seriously or not. Like, because I mean, some of my family members call each other "see you next Tuesdays" all the time, just as a joke.
Right.
I know that in Australia it actually means like friend, which only makes it all the more confusing.
Right, but only prisoners and murderers live there, so
yeah,
right? That's how that works.
People who really like barbecues live in Australia.
Fair enough. But it's funny the cultural language change between like not like normal word talk, but I mean like slang talk between like America and the UK.
Oh yeah, I mean like there's so many stories of me talking to American people and me saying a Britishism, and they're like, "What?
I would like to hear the Britishism."
I'm just like, "Oh, I have to explain it." One of these is which I said, "Oh, he's taking the piss." And if you've never heard that saying before, you're like, what does that mean?
That's he's making a joke, right? He's being sarcastic.
Yeah, it means that you're mocking someone. You're taking the piss, like, or you're. It can also mean you're crossing the line a little bit. If you've asked someone to do something and they take advantage of it, they could be taking the piss. Like, but the actual literal word sounds weird to anyone who doesn't know what it means, and so I had to sit there and explain that it's not literally taking the piss. It's
wait, what?
It's
This is what I come back to. So, okay, I trust there's great context for all of this.
Yeah.
Did you finish?
You know what? Yeah.
All right, that's fine. I don't want to rush you.
No,
but yeah,
it's okay. I think it's pretty much done.
All right. So what's our next subject here?
All right. Let's see. For in-joke reasons, I like drawing Garfield.
Okay. Yeah.
My teacher from Cartoon and Comic Arts hates Garfield.
All right.
Everyone just buys him Garfield stuff because of it.
That's awesome.
I think somebody came in with a Garfield sweater, or we wanted to before like lockdown came into effect. We wanted to take all of our like jumpers off and like have Garfield shirts underneath.
Nice. Oh, and hello to Isabel. Thank you for watching over on Twitch. Appreciate that. Okay, so yeah, let's. So how about if you're up for drawing Garfield, I'll do Odie the dog.
No problem.
Cool. Because I did Garfield actually a month ago when we did comic book characters, I did Garfield.
Yeah, you did.
And so, but that's okay because then we can split that up.
Yeah.
And let's see. And that was, I think that was Gator. Yeah, Gator Brick suggested that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I wrote it down just in case Gator didn't, but he's still in the chat. So yeah,
I'll put that up there. And yeah, Gator, if you want to throw Garfield and Odie in the chat, I can replace that comment. And this will be my first. This will be the first color drawing on my side, so it'll be a little bit longer.
Oh, you know what? I think I'll do the same as well.
Okay, no pressure from me. You do what you feel like.
Gator Bricks, that's not what happened.
That's not what happened. I kind of believe that that's what happened, but okay. Let's talk about curse words. Okay.
Oh yeah. Sorry, you like just joined just as I was talking about what "take the piss" means.
Very interesting. I feel like that's what I did, but okay. That's fine.
But no, you didn't actually. Taking a piss means totally something different in Britain land. So I'm gonna let Bethany explain because she's cooler at it than I am, and I'm gonna step away and do something important. Totally. So basically, whenever I'm talking to someone who's not from the UK and I'm talking about, you know, I'll just say it. Like, I'll be like, oh, that person was taking the piss, you know?
Yeah.
And somebody goes, what?
Yeah, that's like, and that's immediately the word that came to my mind.
It's like, what are you doing with that? What are you doing to that person? I was like, oh, no, that it's not what you think it is. It's literally like a saying when somebody's like either mocking you or they're like taking something too far. You say, okay, you're taking the piss. But like when you just hear it, you're just like imagining some horrific procedure where it's just like, why are you taking that from someone? I'm just like, it's not meant in a literal sense. It is one of those sayings that's just a saying.
It just doesn't quite translate outside of the realm in which it is.
Yeah, it's gotten me a lot of raised eyebrows, and yeah.
Gotcha. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Great minds think alike. Golden Light Pictures.
Wow, this looks nothing like Garfield.
What's up, Scott? Nice to see you. Scott watching over on Facebook. Scott says, I work for and with a bunch of Brits, and we have fun conversations about slang and sayings.
Yeah. We've definitely got some. British people are weird. We've got some really weird like sayings and things. I can't think of anything right now, but I'm sure when I'm sat later, I'll say something, or someone I know will say something that's.
It's probably when you can see somebody's reaction and you're like, oh, all right. So like that one seems to.
Yeah, it's always like it's because I speak to. Most people I speak to outside of the UK are usually American. So like, you know, when I'm just popping off and going on a rant or something, and meanwhile, like the guys are just like, well, what does that mean? What is that? I didn't get some of the stuff you said, but
like I can't
because
follow
of your accent. I just believe it.
Yep, exactly. Yep. Totally, 100%. Why can't I draw this ear?
I'm having some trouble.
It's like
is looking very bizarre.
Oh man. Scott Bowman says wanker. I don't. I know that definitely doesn't mean what I think it means. So
yeah, it once again, it is it's basically just another word for a-hole.
Well, okay, there we go.
Yeah, it's we've also got I don't want to swear.
Well, don't do it. That's fine.
Like twat. That is another word. Like I feel like it's like with the accents too. Like I remember like I had a few American mates that were literally just like twat. And it sounded really bizarre, but
it still does.
You guys said wanker.
That is how I read that. Yes.
Yeah, it just it doesn't sound as venomous when like an American person says it. I don't know. It must be just like the way we split words up. It just sounds more mean.
Aries.
I'm not a linguist or a speech person, so I don't know. It just sounds a lot harsher when.
This might Golden Light Pictures. This is probably the most inappropriate this stream will get. Probably.
Yeah.
Let's see. Aries says, "Holy Lord," she just said that.
Sorry.
It's okay. Only half the audience was offended.
Cover your ears. I'm sorry.
Innocence. We must protect the innocence.
Yeah. Not many innocent people in the UK. We are so potty mouth over here.
There's, when I first went to Denmark for the first time in my life, because I like many Americans had never, what's up, Doc? Good to see you. Never left the country before I had to, absolutely had to for work. And I was like, everybody is cussing quite a bit. I was like, and it's just like not really cut from the same place as like I'm used to using it or hearing it.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, this is odd. Are we not in like a super professional setting and like in the middle of a meeting? This is weird.
It's strange, like because obviously I mean like when me and EXX Trooper came over to America, like X like is wonderful, but he struggles with the same thing like as I do, where we swear all the time.
Yep.
And we're being filmed, and it just I was actually watching Journey to Done again the other day because I missed those guys. I messaged them being like, I hope everybody's doing okay. And I watched Journey to Done again, and every time X was on screen, it was like, oh, the beep, beep, beep.
Yep.
Beep.
Yep. That's about how it goes.
Yeah.
It in the chat, Ghost Freaking Talk, it says us Americans are too soft for talk like that. All right.
One thing I did notice when I went over there, and I always talk about it with friends in the UK, everybody's so chatty. Like
weird.
Everybody, like extroverted. Like people will go over to random people and just start talking to them.
Oh,
that is sacrilege in the UK. You can't do that. It's really like most people will be like, get away from me, get away from me.
Is that what's up, Jeff? You were saying that's here? You were noticing that here or somewhere else?
Wait. So when I went to the US, like I noticed that everybody talks to one another.
I gotcha.
Even if you don't know them. And whereas in the UK, if you do that, most people will try and run away from you.
Love it.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I think the North is a lot better than the South. Like when it comes to talking to people, if you try and talk, there's a skit online somewhere of a Northerner saying hello to Londoners, and it's like it's a parody. It's like done as if he's just committed a crime. He's like, he came over to me and he said hello.
He spoke to me.
He spoke to me. Yeah.
Look right in the chat. Isabel says the north of England is friendlier than the south.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I've lived in the Midlands for like, I think 4 years now. And I've had way more pleasant conversations with northern people than my entire basically, I can't do maths. 20 years living in the south.
Craziness.
Unless
I
I know
mean,
them.
we have certain familiarities with differences in regions here, so
Yes, we
Yeah.
do. Holy smokes.
and I've had a little, little journey around living in Colorado and Arizona and Texas and Connecticut.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, the first thing I noticed when I moved here to Connecticut was, and I've definitely gotten used to it, and I'd say it's changed a little bit, or maybe I've just gotten used to it. One of the two.
Yeah.
But I was like, wow, everybody kind of is by default rude here, like by default, which was not the same experience I had living in Colorado, or really I was living in Austin. I should specify when I say Texas, I was living in Austin. Which is very different than 99% of the rest of Texas. But
yeah, that's kind of similar to London, to be fair. Like, living in London is a completely separate experience than living in anywhere else in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was traveling somewhere and some guy was checking into the hotel in front of me, and he was from Lubbock, Texas. And I was like, "Oh, I'm from Texas." He's like, "Oh, what part of Texas are you from?" And I was like, I'm from Austin. He's like, "Oh, I thought you said you were from Texas." I was like, "Well, there we go, sir. Have a blessed day."
I've had similar like interactions, because when I come up to the Midlands, my accent is far more noticeable. So I went to Stoke-on-Trent, and I went to university in Stoke-on-Trent, and they go, "Luke in the book," like that's what they sound like.
I don't even know what you just said.
Yeah, it's a very, very different accent from what I sound like. So when I started working at a bar, lots of people asked me, what the heck was I doing up here? they were like, where are you from? And I was like, "Oh, I'm from this is my terrible Stoke accent. Where are you from?" And I'm from down south. I'm from Oxfordshire. And he's just like, "What are you doing up here?" I was like, "I don't know."
I don't even know. Like, I'm already invested in this skit you have presented to me. I'm like ready to watch the rest of it.
Yeah,
let's do this whole exchange.
My goodness, they are just so lovely, though. Like, I like, obviously you got to meet jerks like everywhere.
That happens.
But like the ratio of conversations I have that end with me happy and going, I'm glad I had that conversation, then being like, "Man, I really wish that person didn't talk to me." It is like, so it's massive. Like, every conversation I've had with someone, like most of the time, has been like quite pleasant, or they've just been trying to help me. Like, I had to go to hospital one time, and I had to get a train and then a bus, and I wasn't familiar with the area. This old lady like came up to me, and she was like, "This bus doesn't run anymore. You want to go to that bus stop over there?" If it weren't for her help, I would have been stood there for hours, being like, "Where's my bus? I need to get to the hospital.
I might be dying."
I might have something severely wrong with me, but I'm stuck at the bus stop." So,
I want to see. Let me look up what this. I want to see this Transformer pet that Papa Bear threw in the chat earlier. What is this? Buster? Let's see. Buster Transformers. So one of my awesome regular viewers, Canadian Papa Bear, he last year, every stream, he was able to find a suggestion from a video game series that matched the theme every week.
Really?
Yeah, it was kind of amazing.
Oh,
and this year, he's trying to make a Transformer suggestion fit the theme every week. So I wanted to see what it was. He put Buster from Transformers.
That's a good one.
Let's see. Oh, it came up with the... Wait, these are like Ghostbusters things. That's not what I want. Oh, here we go. Yeah, the first like dozen results were like that ecto transformer. I guess people assume if you're searching for Transformers Buster, they think it's the Ghostbusters. Oh, it's like this little like brown dog. It doesn't transform. That's a wonderful Garfield you have there.
It is.
Yeah, he's very happy for
The lasagna.
the lasagna. Yeah.
Let's see. Isabel says, I'm convinced Stoke's not even in England. It's just a different country altogether.
It's a different realm. It doesn't exist in this reality.
That's awesome.
I'm
think that about
contacting you
Arkansas.
via parallel dimension.
That's where my dad is, Jeff.
Well,
It's fine. We don't talk very often.
that's okay.
No, there's some really funny names for places in the UK that just I mean, some of them are too inappropriate for me to say on here, but just I should imagine like trying to. I think I watched somebody try and pronounce the different places like Manchester or Leicestershire. That's it. It's like spelt strangely, but it's spelt Leicestershire. It said Leicestershire, but I've heard people say Leicestershire.
Okay.
I'm just like, oh, that's not how you say it.
Did you? Hey, Jeff, did you see that your arch nemesis is here?
I have an arch nemesis.
Doc Sampson's in the chat.
Oh, that's nice.
I have two of my chat MCs have a rivalry with each other, so that's fun.
Do we?
You do for the views.
Oh, yeah. Doc has a rivalry with me for the views. I just go, why are you making fun of me, dude? I just want to play Space Engineers.
I just want to play Space Engineer.
We are producing drama.
That's where you get the views.
Right? Anywho. So when are you gonna do spaceships, Kevin? When is spaceships happening?
Oh, you know what? Spaceships. I guess spaceships could hold a whole stream, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, spaceships are really hard to draw.
I did one stream that was vehicles, and so obviously I drew a couple spaceships in the vehicle episode, and I was planning to do another vehicle episode because that could get repeated each year for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking maybe spaceships could get pulled out and have its own stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that Chris would chomp at the bit to be your moderator for that.
I love how you have the eyes just slightly off.
I've got that. My love for that type of like look came from a bunch of Overwatch comics that came out when the game first came out. It's just like that they're there. The lights are on, but no one's home. It's like, and there's so many like players in Overwatch that are like that, where it's like they're moving, they're interacting, but they're not really there.
Oh, so you know what's interesting? Golden Light Pictures in the chat says maybe if you title a stream Jeff versus Doc, you'll get more views. I've watched entire like tutorial videos on using verses in your title and like proven data, and that more people watch because they think it's drama, they think it's competition, it's interesting.
Yeah.
And I've resisted the urge, but I'm like, I have a guest on every month. Should I change the title to like me versus them versus like just have because I just thought, hey, I'm streaming, here's my guest artist, but I'm like, I don't really want to turn the show into that. But I'm like, but can I get the views?
I mean, I would happily be defeated on YouTube. That sounds, I'd just be like, hey, at least I got to try.
We're gonna do this thing. You're gonna throw the match. Here's some money.
Listen, you're gonna throw because I'm the YouTuber here.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. But it's interesting. People make whole careers out of trying to understand all this kind of stuff, and far be it from me to doubt their it's not like they're trying to sell me stuff. They're literally just putting stuff out for free to help me,
Yeah.
and I'm trying. I got to get to that dreaded 1K. Otherwise, I still can't even make a penny off of YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube is a brutal place. I don't have the stomach for it for YouTube.
Oh, hey, speaking of brutal places, did you guys catch the announcement that Twitter made about having super followers?
What?
No.
They made an
No.
announcement yesterday that they're currently beta testing with some celebrities a feature called Super Follow, where you can pay people money to see hidden tweets.
Oh my god. Are you
This is
kidding
like
me?
OnlyFans, but for Twitter then.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, like you would have your regular, tweets, but then it'd be like, but this tweet is hidden for super followers
But
only.
this tweet is special.
And so, of course, there was a bunch of people making fun of it. Like they put up a tweet like, guys, did you see the new Pokemon Direct information? This tweet is now held for super followers. That's like, making a fake edit to make it look like, but I was like, this is dumb.
That's such crap.
Yeah.
Brian says he's
don't
doing
like-
feet pics. Brian's doing feet pics on super follows.
You know what? Fair play. I mean, like OnlyFans has been very successful. Like, so you know what? It doesn't surprise me that Twitter's trying to get on that bandwagon.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just annoying. It's like the membership thing for Facebook and everything, or for YouTube and just all that crap. And it's
Yeah. I don't know how many times YouTube has reminded me that I'm a student and I can get like 6 months for free. I was like, nah.
Yeah, right.
Because I'll forget, and then you'll start draining the money out of my bank account, and I'm just gonna be like, no.
So there's one YouTuber that I was like, yeah, sure, I'll join, whatever, because it was like $1 a month, and I'm like, sold. Here you go, bud. Yep. And like, I'm already regretting it.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
But it's not permanent, is it? You can stop.
It is, but like, it's like supposed to be like bonus content and other stuff. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And there's no bonus content.
Yeah, I constantly worry about that if I ever wanted to go down that road, because like I know a few people who use Patreon as artists.
I'm familiar.
Like, yeah. And it's like that commitment. I'm just not very. I have serious commitment issues when it comes to art. Like sometimes I'm just like, I'll do art like every day, like I did in January. I did art almost every day apart from when I had a migraine.
Yeah.
And then this month I've barely done nothing. I mean, like I'm super lazy sometimes. I'm just like, I'm too scared to like have people pay me, and then I can't do it because I don't have the willpower to be an artist today.
Right.
So I mean, one day I might get it sorted, and then I can finally be like, no fear, patrons. I will make it up to you. I will make some cool work for you and make you happy. But I don't know. I don't quite believe in myself yet enough to do that. One day maybe.
No, that's understandable. My partner girl, Emily, has been like, why aren't you starting a Patreon yet? And I'm like, because I have nothing to offer anyone.
Look at this rant against Patreon being sponsored by MrHinkleDraws Patreon. Yeah, no, it's obviously I obviously use it and it means a lot. I mean, makes a big difference for me each month. But I am constantly aware that people are giving me money, and so I'm constantly like, am I providing enough extra?
Yeah, you are. You're going above and beyond, like, to tell you the truth.
Thank you. Yeah, because I do try to aim for something every week. That's the aim. And like I've said this multiple times. What's up, Haley? Welcome to stream.
Hey,
I do tend to allow myself a slip one weekend of the month. I'm like, okay, you know what? I got a lot going on. And that was this last week. And I was like, I got a lot going on. I don't think I can put something together. So I'll be like, if I miss one weekend, I feel like that's still a victory. But I am always thinking about it. I'm like, am I providing enough? Is it frequent? Is it extra? But it's also a lot of people just really like what you do. and they just want to give you money. Cause I mean, even if you look at my numbers, you know, there's 80 people supporting me on there, but you know, each post gets on average 6 to 7 engagements. So it's like, you know, they're obviously happy, and they're not going away. But I do think about it. I think about it's what and I would think about the same thing if I had like membership on YouTube, if I had super followers on Twitter. I'm like, am I giving you enough to justify you giving me money? Because that's, you know.
Yeah, I'm constantly thinking like, you know, what is my work really worth? Like, and I think as an artist, you can be really hard on yourself. Like, I've had loads of people be like to me, and teachers as well. They're like, I'll do commissions, and I'm like, I'm too scared to ask for that much because I'm worried that what if they don't think it's worth that much? And they're just like, you've got to put everything into consideration. You've got to put in the amount that you've trained to do it. Like I went to university to do art. So like you've got to consider like that you've gone and become like you're becoming a master.
Yep.
So you need to put that into consideration, and also how long it takes for you to do each piece of work. Like,
yeah.
I think it's different. I'm pretty sure it's different in the US, but it's £8 an hour is minimum wage. So you've got to be paying at least £8 an hour for your work.
Oh, we stopped our minimum wage in the 1800s.
Wait, so you can be paid pretty much anything?
Yeah.
I mean, wow. It's
that's scary.
It's the American dream, really.
Is it?
More like the American nightmare.
No, there are there have been times where I've like done the math on projects and I'm like, wow, I spent, 80 hours on this and I got paid this. I earned $1 an hour.
Yeah, it's like you're in the red and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
So Nick in the chat said, I don't care about the extra stuff. I just like supporting a good friend. I appreciate that, Nick. He said he lost faith in the extras when Baby Yoda won the sticker contest. That was great though. That was like, that Baby Yoda still is one of my best sellers, and I need all the best sellers that are not Lego related that I can get. So that'll work for me.
Well, I mean, when you had your patron set to $10 and you get a free piece, like you get a piece of artwork from you, that was probably. I've never done anything like that before. I've never like been a patron to anybody, and when that happened, I was like, oh, and I really like your artwork, so. I took advantage of it and was like, yeah, I want this. And I think the suggestion was like, hey, man, I just want something from like Blade Runner. You could do it in Lego if you want. And you're like, I'm not doing it in Lego. And at that point, I was like, see, this is what I want. Like, I know that everybody's like, oh, Kevin's the Lego guy. But like, no, Kevin's the artist guy that is stuck drawing Lego crap for people. So sorry, people. I mean, I get it. I totally understand. But like, you gotta let them fly, know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hashtag let them draw.
Let them draw.
Yeah, because I was talking to Kevin in email, and I was saying, or in like Instagram messages, I was saying like, oh, I was kind of tempted to do Bionicle because people I came from the Bionicle community, and I like drawing Bionicles, but they're really hard to draw. Like. I will spend hours on a Bionicle drawing, and I know people really like them, and I really like drawing them, but it takes a lot, and I can't trust that I will be able to complete the work while on stream. So I was just like, let's just go for something that we can just do little quick sketches of and stuff.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all. And Ray, Funny Figs in the chat says, I think he says that every time we mention Bionicle. He's like, he is well within the Bionicle realm, but he always says, what's Bionicle?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
It's always Bionicle. Really nice.
I'm glad that he did those stickers, though. Did you ever catch Ray's? He did like so Funny Figs on. I don't know if you follow.
Yes,
Funny Figs,
I follow Funny Figs on Instagram.
Yeah, he did some awesome stickers.
Work. Really, I'll have to like have a look because I think I just started following them recently. So I'll have to go looking.
he did like the 6 original masks, and they were like
Oh, that's cool.
holographic stickers with like whatever
Ooh.
the element that was like happening. So, good stuff.
We like to see that. I always follow I follow mask posting on Facebook. And I every once in a while I'll see some amazing artwork from there. Or on Twitter, actually. I see a lot on Twitter as well.
Brian
time.
earlier said, "What is this Garfield drawing?"
Oh, don't you like my Garfield drawing?
It's great. I mean, it's probably
do you the lasagna looks like a meatball sub, but
it could maybe that's what it is.
maybe it's a lasagna sub.
And just let me know whenever you're ready to go to the next one. I'm
pretty much done. I'm just gonna color in the bib.
Yep.
And then
no problem.
it's not. I'm just gonna go with white.
Hello there, Blood Wolf 935, bruh. Says Merry unbirthday, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's not untrue.
Hey, Brickman, how's it going, man?
Hey, hello there.
I've finished the Garfield.
Okay. It's what it is beautiful.
Oh no, I deleted his skin. Hang on.
Whoops.
There we go. My layer organization has slowly deteriorated over this stream.
All right, so I picked the next one already, and I low key kind of started it.
Yeah.
So, but it's actually I was Google searching people's ideas, and this one was actually really not that bad. I kind of like this. So it's Puck the cat. So this is Juan's suggestion. Puck the cat from ReZero.
Hang on.
And so it's like an anime cat.
Oh, okay.
Of course it is. But it's actually kind of neat. It's got like a purple bag.
ReZero. I think I've just seen a picture of it. I like that.
So, and I drew a dog, so I was like, I'll draw a cat, even though you just drew a cat. But
I love this. I love this one pic. I searched the Puck the cat up, and there's just this picture of a cat in the darkness with the, when you take a photo of them and their eyes like light up, and it just says sleep.
All right, so let's see. So Juan, if you're still watching, you can throw that in the chat again. Otherwise, I will type that up and put it up there. From ReZero. So yeah, you can throw that in the chat and I'll replace it. Otherwise, I'll put this one up on the screen.
Oh, I put it in the chat too.
Okay, thanks, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate that. Oh, there we go. Oh, some sort of anime. All right, I'll just put mine back up there again.
No.
Oh, all right. Okay. Well,
it's fine. It doesn't bother me.
Let's see. So we actually only have 50 minutes left of the stream, if you did not know.
That has gone so quick.
It does that. That's a thing that happens. I hope you've enjoyed your time so far.
Oh, I've been having a good time. This is like at first I was just super nervous and didn't know what to do when drawing, but I just came to realize it really doesn't matter. Like, just do whatever, really.
Yes, exactly.
I was like, I'll just draw a bunch of cursed stuff then.
Yeah, hey, that's all good.
Hey, who doesn't like cryptids? Come on now.
I actually,
I do.
I absolutely love cryptids.
Same.
It says a lot about a community, depending on what their cryptid is.
I just can't. I remember you called Jeff a cryptid earlier.
Yeah,
she did. Yeah, she did.
Yeah, Dex Schmee.
Deckhand Schmitty, yeah.
So it really wasn't you, Jeff. It was your alter ego.
Deckhand Schmitty is legendary. He could be real or he could not be. You never know.
You never know.
Mm-hmm.
I think Juan left. We're drawing Juan's thing, and he left. That's a
Aw.
shame.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I'll probably, I don't know about you, but I'll probably be posting these up like either today or tomorrow.
Yes. No. Feel absolutely. I mean, I would hope that you can get some mileage out of it. You know.
Yeah, no, I mean, I did have a drawing done for today, but it's like I can just leave it till tomorrow.
Yep.
It's always nice getting that kind of like little schedule going where you're like, you don't have to do loads in one day. You can just, because you've got other pieces to fall back on.
And so, you know what's funny, Deanna in the chat, that has very much started. My hands are a little numb, so it's like I'm trying to warm them up a little bit. So yeah, I'm in an unfinished basement, and I don't have a heater down here,
Oh,
and
yeah,
so
that's
yeah,
rough. Yeah.
it's
you know,
not as
Kevin,
bad. The
you
rest
say
of
that
the
every week.
I know.
You'd think that, you know, you'd do something.
You would
Just saying.
think this.
I almost said to myself, "Is that Joey?" Because you know the situation. The bad things just keep happening, but you don't do anything.
So my routine.
I'm sorry, Kevin.
So that's fine. So what I do is each week. This actually is the only exception when I do the multiplayer one, because since I keep flipping the screen back and forth, it's not as easy to do. But I'll post up like a collage of the doodles for the day, and then I also post up a time lapse of the stream. But yeah, it doesn't work as cleanly when you do the screen swapping on it. So I don't do a time lapse for the multiplayer one. But so yeah, I'll post up the stuff probably in a few hours, and then since I don't have this, I'll go back and take one of the old streams and do a time lapse from that.
Oh, Juan's still here. All right.
Oh, good. Yes. Yes, we're drawing your cat suggestion.
Yeah.
I thought maybe you left. I was like, oh, we're doing one of your suggestions, and you're gone.
We only had one more to go. Oh, okay, I'm done.
Get a little shadow.
Kevin, do I get to do my suggestion next after this one?
Oh yeah, what did you want?
I'm gonna post a picture so you both have a reference in the private chat.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
I try to let the chat MC have a pick at some point. Seems fair, I guess. Let's see. Scott says, "Is Bethany on Facebook? Where can I follow her? I need more Brits in my life."
She's on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So for Facebook and Instagram, it's Fluffy Scribbles. Wow, I can't even say it. Fluffy Scribbles. Or if you just type in Fluffy, it will probably come up.
Yeah, and there should be links in the. So if you're on YouTube, I put links to all three of those in the description in the video. It should be on the Facebook one too, but it's in like, I don't know how Facebook Live works. I mean, I put it in the description, but
Facebook is strange, especially with links. They really don't like links, especially to their own website, which is effective.
How dare you link to us?
You know, when you want to share something on Facebook and you know you can't if it's whatever you're sharing it to is off Facebook.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it just sends a link that's the length of like the dictionary.
Yeah, it's like it has all the question marks and stuff in it.
Yeah, it's like just a gobbledygook.
Yeah. Technical term.
That is a technical term. Absolutely. Gobbledygook. That's right up there with a what's it and a who's it.
That is a
jigger, yeah.
When I hear who's it's, actually the only time I ever hear who's it is when Jeff says it, and I associate that with you now. That is your word, is the who's it's.
So Bethany, I have a question about English stuff, about British stuff.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you tell me the magic that is a womble?
Womble.
A womble.
Womble.
I don't know what this means.
I reckon it rings a bell. It rings a bell. Womble. I think it's a type of it's a childhood thing for me, womble. I don't know what type of animal it is. I think it's a hedgehog or something, but it's kind of like Sylvanian families, where they're like animals dressed up Frankly, I don't actually know that much. Hang on. Furry creatures, based on a children's novel. They live in burrows, and they help the environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bobo Lavos says, and Twitch isn't worth mentioning, flips the table. No, it is of course worth mentioning. I don't think any of my descriptions transfer over to the stream on Twitch. I don't believe so that there wouldn't be any information underneath the live stream.
Oh.
I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong, but
I don't want to go to Twitch and put this there. I like to get my mod on your Twitch channel, Kevin. So don't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah, I need to update it because it's been a long time since I've done any modding on the Twitch side.
Hey, there it is. Hey, I am a mod. Okay, fantastic.
Cool.
Also, I had this open. Now sound is weird. All right, we're good. Hello?
Hi.
Okay.
That's the artist concentration right there for you.
Yeah, it is. I follow a streamer named Soviet Womble, and he's hilarious. So that's why I was asking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that actually just awakened a part of my childhood that I forgot about.
Oh, is that good or bad?
Yeah. What is
Good. No, like because I think I used to have a plushy Womble.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which one it was, but that and Bagpuss, which is like a pink cat.
Are these like cartoon characters? I don't even know what we're talking about.
Like
like a folklore kind of thing, like
it's it's an anime. I think it's stop motion Bagpuss.
Okay,
it's
gotcha.
like I don't know if they're actually toys in the story or not, but like they all sit in this house and there's like mice and stuff, and they always go breadcrumbs and butter beans.
Oh,
Which,
you know what's funny is my younger son, he watched a lot of Peppa Pig.
Oh, Peppa Pig's good, yeah.
And I mean, he was a big fan of Peppa Pig, but like there's I mean, for the most part, Peppa Pig works no matter where in the world you are. But there's certain like terminology of things that is just not the same, and like you know we don't unless you're like trying to be really oddly fancy, we don't say like you don't go to the market, you go to the grocery store. And like, but in Peppa Pig, they're always going to the market. And so my son's like, "Can I go to the market?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Where do you want to go?" And there was something else.
Yeah.
I think it was eggplants. Like there was a very
called aubergine.
Yeah, I'm like, what is that? It's an eggplant.
Yeah. That I'm from England, and I didn't know that was the word for eggplant. Excuse me, I need to sneeze.
Bless you.
It's not gone yet. It's still lingering. I can sense it. Okay, well, I'm just going to continue anyway. Yeah, I think it's aubergine, or something like that.
It was really odd. And like he said that, and I was like, "Son, what are you talking about?"
An auber what?
It's like a what?
Yeah. Though it would be quite funny if Peppa Pig was like, "Peppa, we want to go to 7-Eleven."
Yeah, that would be great. Though.
We want to go to Walmart, George.
Yes, they have dinos.
So Walmart is great. I miss Walmart. I like having a look.
You know, again, I'm not trying to say, you know, Denmark's the same as the UK, but that's like really my main experience in leaving the US multiple times over and over and over again. But every time I would leave and go to Denmark, I'm like, what do you mean there's nothing open past 6? Like, what do you?
Oh yeah.
What do you?
Kind of have places like that as well.
Like, what do you mean there's no one-stop store where I can just go
there's no 24 hours? What?
It was so weird. I'm like, okay, all right.
I heard Denmark has interesting television choices at night too, Kevin.
Very interesting. Very interesting. I think I've talked about that on stream before. I think.
Yeah.
Very
I
interesting.
remember when I went to Germany with my college. There was some weird advertisements.
Yep.
Not exactly for all eyes to see.
You're right.
And I just remember being like, "Does that say what I think it says?"
Uh-huh.
It's not being subtle about it at all.
No.
Because you'll still see those adult jokes for stuff in all sorts of places, but it's just not like direct. This was direct, and I was like, "Whoa!"
What's up, Flash Pants? Welcome. And
Hey,
Doc's got all the different translation words, and he says that Japan after 8 p.m. all bets are off on TV. It's interesting.
Makes sense.
All right, we got like a purple satchel.
I like the satchel.
Yeah, this
You
is
never go wrong with the satchel.
no, you really can't. Oh, so hey, Nick, because you are here, because Ghost Frickin' Talkin' is present, I got an email from the Paracon folks, and it's really interesting because, like I just told you, I'm like, oh, I'm in. They just accepted me, and then like within 24 hours, I got another email saying, please stand by. The venue we had picked for the event has refused to allow us to have our event because the town of Newtown has pressured the venue to not, I don't know, some kind of weird political play to like distance themselves from the Warrens or something. I'm like, what?
Whoa.
Did I just enter into a scandal? And then I got another email today, just before the stream started, saying that they have secured a new venue, and everything is back on again. And this one is in Waterbury, Connecticut. But it was like I was on a little roller coaster of like, hey, look, I'm gonna finally have a show to go to. Oh, I guess I'm not. Oh, wait, I am again. Okay,
wait,
so
wait, yes, no, oh.
But yeah, it was a really weird email. They're like, the town of Newtown has pressured the venue to not allow us to have our prearranged show here. I'm like, what?
That's bizarre.
That is really bizarre. Hey, Ray, see you later. Thanks for stopping by, man. Always fun to have you here.
Bye, Ray.
See you later. Have a good day.
Let's see. We got the two little yellow buttons.
You know who needs a satchel bag, I think, Kevin?
Who?
Troy.
He should probably have some kind of bag
Satchel,
of some kind.
Yeah. Maybe satchel backpack?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, satchel backpack. Yeah, we'll go with
Makes
that.
sense.
Pouches on the belt. Pouches on the belt. All right. Yep.
Oh, cool. I look forward to listening to the podcast later, Nick. I haven't caught up yet.
Yep, I've listened to some of Nick's podcasts, and I really like the Ghostbuster one, and I really like the paranormal ghost hunting nonsense talking. That's fun. Because I don't believe in any of that paranormal like crap. Like,
really?
The ghost hunters and stuff. Like, it's hilarious to me.
Oh.
Like, so you got a bunch of former bouncers doing ghost investigations. All right, bro. You all right, bro? Yeah, bro. I'm all right, bro. All right, bro. Let's go check this out, bro.
What do you really think? How do you really feel, though?
Oh, that's fair. I'm like, bro, did you hear that? Yeah, bro, I heard that.
I went ghost hunting a couple years ago, and there was some things that were pretty weird, like it was pretty coincidental, but I didn't feel anything. Like people were like, "Oh, do you feel that? Do you feel it? Do you feel the ghost?" I'm like, "No."
Do you feel the ghost?
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Are you feeling it? And I'm like, no.
Mr. Krabs. I was thinking of old man Luke using the plant on Ray's hand. Like, can you feel the force?
Can you feel the force?
I can feel it. Stop it. Doesn't work that way.
Feel it. Yeah,
let's see.
Some lady like fainted, and I was just like, what's going on? It's like, oh, the presence is so scary, and I'm like, I've never been this calm in my life.
Did someone just fart? I'm uncomfortable.
Oh, there's a ghastly presence I can smell. Sorry.
So Jeff, you did you say you were going to send a picture, Jeff? Oh, there it is. Got it.
Yep.
I want to take a
so
look
there's a picture of Wombles, that big long one, and then that other one.
That's what you want?
Not the Wombles, the one above that.
Oh, I was like, what?
I'm just gonna quickly colour this in, and then I will join the Womble crew.
No, it's not Wombles. We're not Womble. We're not Wombling.
You're fine. You're fine. We're not wobbling.
Any Womble gamers.
Here's my finished cat. There we go. There's Puck the cat.
That purple needs to be darker.
Let's see this.
How dare you, Jeff?
I like it. I like all the different. You've given the cat markings.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I've just done like solid lines for the markings, and it's probably not the best way to go.
It's great. It's always fun, seeing how two different people approach the same subject. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
We're not getting a nuke of anybody else, I promise. I'm sorry if I insulted anyone. I was not trying to.
This is an embarrassing story I like to talk about, Jeff, every time I get a chance.
Thanks, dude.
And so, Beth, you'll appreciate this. The first time Jeff ever came, thanks, dude. The first time Jeff ever came on my stream, he was like, I'd love to help you out, and be like, yeah, come on, I'm down. You can give it a shot. And half an hour into the stream, he's like, Kevin, I have failed to acknowledge anybody in your chat for the first half hour. And I was like, I'm aware, Jeff. That's why I've been saying hello to all of them the entire time. He was like, well, this was fun. Guess I'm never coming back again to this show. And I waited. Didn't I wait for you to be? I was like, I'm not going to proactively say anything. I'm going to wait for him to say something.
Yeah. But ever since then, it's been nothing but professionalism.
Well, hey.
90%.
That's rude. I mean, it could be worse. I could be listening to you praise some of your MCs and then just let out a huge belch.
Oh, yeah. Man.
That was your big fancy show, and I was like, blop.
That was the retrospective. Wow. That's great.
Yep. And Doc Samson apparently is not a fan of me coming back again and again, as it were. So that's fine.
Hey, I'll say it again. Jeff is very reliable. He is. I mean, there's a lot of people that have done it before. A lot of them are busy. Unfortunately, a lot of the folks that are familiar with the routine have jobs and they're busy.
Jobs.
But
I don't know what that word means.
Exactly. I have that unique type of job where I work for $1 an hour and 1,000 hours every week.
I have that job where I work for no money, but I do a bunch of stuff for people. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's a good time. It's personal growth is what I'm cashing in on.
Brian says Jeff is more reliable than me. Confirmed. Yeah, I mean,
have to deal with Brian later. No.
Oh, okay. You guys, you go handle that.
Yeah.
It's okay,
Brian. I asked Kevin this morning if you were gonna come jump in. Thanks with Zoom. I asked Kevin if you were gonna jump in after you got done with your Pokemons, and I guess that was a no. So
yeah, like I said, I wasn't counting on it, so I didn't shoot over the link.
Yeah.
I know how it goes. I know how the grind goes. It's all good.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, the cat, Puck the cat is done.
Puck the cat is complete.
We're saying Puck, right?
Correct.
One more thing.
The finishing touch.
There we go.
There it is. I actually didn't recognize it until you did that. So that was good.
Whoa, you're doing Puck the cat? Whoa.
Oh, now it is.
One more thing.
Jeff, can you put your suggestion in the chat? We're going to do Jeff's next. I don't know. It may be the last, but I'm thinking we might have time for one more after that. We'll see.
Yeah. Let's see.
So Jeff put a picture to his own dog in the private chat.
Oh.
So you'll see that. It says it's the Instagram link. The best dog sound in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean, that's kind of awkward. Brian. I did not realize that.
Kevin, I took care of it. If Brian wants to join, he has the link.
Oh, all right. You can if you want.
Oh, Puck the cat. No, it's Puck the cat.
But I do appreciate the raid. That was awesome.
Yep.
Let's see. All right. Dog.
Double.
The best dog sound in the world. Okay.
He's a happy boy.
Yeah,
Although-
he usually is.
I said that in my text. No, I didn't want to make you do that. It's fine.
Brian, I gave you the invite, so like, why are you still complaining? Like, if it's really that big of a deal, you just hop in.
I figured you would probably have stuff, you got content to make. I figured there was probably a little bit more that had to be done afterwards. Like, that's all good.
He's sitting there with an uneaten burrito from Chipotle playing Animal Crossing.
Oh.
That sounds good.
And he's got like a tall boy of like Diet Coke, and he's like, all right.
Is there a particular like fast food chain or restaurant that is only here? And when you come visit the US, Beth, you're like all about it?
Chick-fil-A.
Gotcha.
Chick-fil-A.
I don't like Chick-fil-A.
Honest, I think I lived off Chick-fil-A first Brick Fair.
Mm-hmm.
I think most people do when they go to their first Brick Fair.
Because Brick Fair, like literally across the road, is a Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
And I lived off Chick-fil-A for a very long time, and going back to a place that has no Chick-fil-A, there was a hole in my heart left where Chick-fil-A was once.
Out of all the shows I've been to, which is not all of the Lego shows, but it's a lot. It's most of them. Brick Fair in Virginia has the best location in terms of a wealth of food options all around you.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do. Like it's got a lot of variety. I think like there's a Walmart like right across the road as well.
Yep.
So if you need to grab like an energy drink like I did, being jet lagged and everything, and we had a really busy time schedule last time we went. I just like was literally, it was across the road, so I didn't have to worry about asking someone to drive me to Walmart. Yeah,
it's a really good location. Like it's just, and the hotel is across the parking lot. It's just like you.
Yep.
I mean, if you stay there, but it books up really fast because that hotel only has like 200, I think like 200 rooms, and the show has like 1,100 people registered. So it's like, but it's a great location. It's just like any food you could ever want is there.
Yeah, it's literally right there. You just need to leave your hotel and go.
But yeah, Chick-fil-A is pretty good.
I was very sad when I found out it was shot on Sunday for obvious reasons.
Yep. Yeah.
I was like, what? It's shot on Sunday? And they're like, yeah, it's a Christian food place. And I was like, oh.
Yeah. Yep. Could Kevin's audience handle what? Oh, you, Brian, and Doc on stream at the same time? Maybe not. It might be an implosion. What's up, Colonial Lug? Colonial Lug is a fan of Willard's, the barbecue place that's right next to the show. Let's see here. Terrible at video game. Yeah. Scott says, love their food, hate their politics. Yep, that's fair in the Facebook chat.
That's fair. That's a fair point. I think like it didn't work out. I think they tried to because Taco Bell is here. There's a couple Taco Bells in the UK now. But they're not like a regular food joint. Like you don't see them at the gas station or whatever. Like it's in specific like big cities. But I think Chick-fil-A tried to start itself up in the UK, but it just like the politics like basically I think caused issues. But I'm not fully sure. I'm not even sure if that's true or not.
Right. Well, but you said it in the accent, so
yeah. I mean, it might as well be true because
it's facts.
The accent.
It's facts.
You've already.
That's great.
It's a fact scent.
You basically have said facts. Let's see. And I saw the comment earlier from Larry saying, Kevin, you draw animals very well. Thank you for saying that, Larry. I don't think I agree with it, but I'll take it. I'll take the
I
compliment.
definitely need to work more on drawing animals. I draw like mostly people, and even then, sometimes I'm just like, need to work on some of the anatomy stuff.
Yeah, I had one of my illustration classes in college had it wasn't a regular assignment. It was like extra credit or something.
Yeah.
But it was go to the zoo, the Denver Zoo, and draw all the animals there.
Oh, I love doing stuff like that.
And my friends did it. I did not do it. I was like, that seems very difficult. I was like, I'll just not do bad on the regular assignments. I think that's what I'll do. But I kind of wish I did it though.
Yeah, I got the chance to go to a zoo and do the exact thing. I drew a lot of elephants because they were so interesting to watch.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with axolotls as well.
Oh, that's the one with the water, right? They got the crazy.
They're the ones with like they're pink and they've got like the strange little like things that stick out their face.
Yep.
Able to regenerate, I think. But there was one in there that just like nosedived straight into the pebbles, and I just went, I love this guy.
Yep. Let's see. Scott. Oh, look, we got Takuma Nuva in the YouTube chat.
Whoa, Takuma! Hope you're doing well, Taco Man.
And Scott says, my best friend and producer and colleague is from the UK, and I converted him to fry sauce, so I have to send him bottles on a regular basis.
Oh, man.
Well, there was a possible mistake that's been made there, but
they made their choices. They're adults.
Every single time, I promise when I go to America, I'm going to bring Jaffa cakes over, and I just never do it.
What is that?
So they're like these orange cookie. Well, you call them cookies. We call them biscuits.
Okay.
They're like these biscuits that are very soft, and they have this like orange gelatin in the middle, and then they're coated with chocolate.
Oh,
that sounds delicious.
I mean,
they're very soft. It's actually debated whether they're actually biscuits or if they're cakes, because the base is quite soft. So it's not like got that normal biscuit texture.
You can't really go wrong with either, I don't think.
No, I love both. So, but yeah, it's got this like they're very Moorish. They're kind of like Pringles. Like you have one, and then you just like, I want another, and then the pack's empty, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, and then you're like, I think I'll eat mine now. You already ate yours, Patrick.
I think I'll eat it now.
Oh, that's funny. So I will be right back. I apologize.
That's fine.
I want to go say hello to Emily. She's up and walking around, and do be a good person thing.
You do good person stuff.
I will.
All right, let's see. In the chat, we've got Takuma says Taco Man is doing well, and by doing well, I mean everything at work is on fire. Isabel, every day I learn more things about America that scares me. The DMV, dodgeball, and no Java cakes.
I think there's you've probably got some off-brand ones. They're just not called Jaffa cakes. They're probably called like orange cake biscuits or orange cake cookies.
But Bobo Laveau says, I think she is overestimating our sophistication. I have never called anything a tea biscuit.
Yeah.
Let's see. Isabel, correction. There was a debate in Parliament about whether they were cakes or biscuits. It got serious. Wow. Okay. Wow. All right. I mean, there's a lot worse things to debate, so that's kind of a lighthearted one, I guess.
Yeah. And
let's see. Takuma says, I already drank my coffee. Time for depression. And
Same.
Aries Loves Noddle says it's always time for depression. Well,
That's
I don't.
true.
I'll just keep drawing this dog.
This dog's looking really scary.
Yeah, that's the trick, right? You don't want it to look like it's, this is Jeff's dog.
Maybe I just make its eyes bigger. Maybe that will help.
Just keep enlarging the eyes.
Yeah, well, he's got big brown eyes. It's like
It's true. This is true.
Doggos have giant brown. Well, they can be blue, but mostly brown. They just have the sweetest faces. Like you just look at them, and they're just so happy.
It's just that unconditional love.
They're so happy to see you. Sometimes you need that when you have a bad day, like at work or something. You come home, and your animals just are like, oh.
Yep. You said you had one pet?
I have two. Yeah,
Two, and
two dogs.
They're at your parents are taking care of them.
Yeah. They're at my mother's house.
Yeah.
My mum is in about 10 years. My mum's going to be that old lady with the grumpy dog.
Gotcha.
With her and my Pomeranian Chihuahua Maggie, they are like inseparable. Whenever Maggie thinks my mum's going to bed, she waits outside her bedroom door, and gets comfortable and gets ready to go to bed.
What is up, Scott H510? Hello, welcome to the stream. Takuma says he likes Fleff and Hink Time. There you go. That means you should start your own program, and then when you're ready to invite guests on, you let me know and I'll join.
That'd be cool. I'm 100% like.
You know, the other thing that this does when you do something like this is it forces you. I mean, of course, you could always just say I'm not doing it, and then you don't do it. But
yeah,
it kind of forces you also to like routinely do stuff like this, you know?
Yeah, that's the main thing, is that the way to have a good streaming life is that you have to keep it consistent.
Yes.
Because there's nothing makes me more sad when I'm a follower of a stream and I don't know when their next gonna be on.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh, like I'll see that they were on, but I wasn't available, and I'm like, oh, that's a shame. Really enjoyed like that streamer.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I found somebody who was a violinist.
Really?
And he was, I came across a Twitch stream or something he was on, and he was really good. And as many musicians that do streaming stuff, a lot of like video game covers and stuff. So I was like, this is good. I know all this music. And I found him, and literally his next stream was a quote retirement stream.
No.
And he's like, I've been streaming on Twitch for, I think he said like 5 years. And I've decided, I'm going to move on to like producing music for other people. I was like, I literally found you last week.
No.
Like, all right. Well, this was fun.
No.
And that was the end of that. But yeah, consistency is helpful. The thing for me is that so much of my freelance stuff is kind of time intensive projects.
Yeah.
And this is like the opposite of that. This is like, how many things can I draw in 3 hours? And they don't have to be good. They can just be things. There we go. Done.
Yeah. It's like, and the thing is that sometimes like when I do work that, like with life drawing, for example, like we had to do life drawing. It was probably one of my favorite lessons because I would have something when I came out of it. I would have a product.
Yeah.
And we would get obviously a life drawing model in, and they'd be like, does anyone want to do any particular poses? Any poses that you're stuck on, or any foreshortening, which is a nightmare to draw.
Yeah.
For anyone who doesn't know what foreshortening is, it's basically like if somebody points at a camera,
it looks wrong every time.
Yeah, that finger now has been foreshortened. It's bigger than the rest of the body, and it looks bizarre. But it's a really difficult thing to get right. Stuff like that, and you have like either 10 minutes, 5 minutes, or 30 minutes depending on the pose to get it done, and you can do it in whatever way you want. You can paint it. You can use inks. You can use pencil or charcoal. Charcoal's a nice one to do. A bit messy though.
Yep.
And you just get out your easel, stick the paper on there. I think also standing up too gives you more urgency because you're standing there instead of sitting somewhere comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And every time, it's only like an hour-long lesson, but every time I produce at least like 3 pieces of work that I could use for like portfolio stuff.
Yeah.
And things
And
like that.
you could literally do the same thing if you did like a stream like this.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'd love to get some of my friends involved because like we're all in the same boat at the moment. We've just finished, well, a lot of them have just finished university and they don't know what to do next. Everything's at a standstill at the moment. It's like we should do something. We should do like a stream or something, or you can like just draw along with on the stream.
Yep.
That would be that would help everybody.
Indeed. Let's see. What do we got in the? Oh, did Jeff fall out? Oh, here you go. Sorry, Jeff.
It's okay.
Welcome back.
Yeah, thanks.
Welcome.
Hey, does Henry have his bow tie on, or did you guys just decide not to give him his bow tie?
Oh wait, he has a bow tie?
I don't see. I see a collar, a blue collar.
Yeah, the collar has a bow tie on it.
I didn't realize that.
Let me double check to see if it's in the picture or not.
I don't see a bow tie. Maybe I'm that blind.
Oh
I
man,
can't see one.
no, it's the other collar. They didn't. He went to time without a bow tie collar, but Henry's always had a bow tie collar. I thought that was a picture with him in it. Okay,
And
my
that-
bad.
It's all right. It's fine.
Yep, it's okay. He's very fancy.
He is very fancy. Yes.
Yep.
Let's see. Did
He
Jeff
looks
post
very
that picture
happy in
in the
that
pet
picture.
section of Brian's Discord?
Sure, I can.
And hello, Natalie _21. That looks like my Hamlet. Nice. This is
Yeah.
Henry, apparently.
This is Henry the Dash Hound, who is the best Dash Hound on the planet.
All right.
He is.
He is. You're like, he is.
He's my best buddy.
Fact.
Don't fight. Don't fight me. He is.
He's my best buddy.
Doc wants the picture with the bow tie, though.
Oh, well. I have plenty of pictures of Henry. Give me a minute.
Does
Oh, boy.
Henry have his own Instagram?
No, Kevin, because that'd be weird.
That'd be silly.
That would be silly. I'm not there yet.
We're not at that point.
We're not at that point yet. No, so it's fine.
We haven't reached that level of
We haven't
silliness.
we haven't peaked pure silliness yet. No, I know some people do, and like for a minute when I was knee deep in depression and wallowing in self pity, I was like, maybe Henry does need an Instagram account that'll help with blah blah blah. And I was like, what am I doing? So
I still don't know how I even feel about that kind of stuff. Like I there's no rational reason why it can't be there. And, if you can have an account based on like, oh, I just take pictures of plants I see, or I have an account and I share photos of cars. Like you could have something based on a
Yeah.
pet, but I'm just like, I always look at it and go, oh, that's odd. I think, you know what I think it is? I think it is for me, the fact that it's not necessarily like, hi, my name is so-and-so and I share pictures of my pet. It's like the pet is the owner of
pet
the account.
itself, yeah.
And I'm like, that's not real. That pet has no opposable thumbs.
Or does it?
I mean, if it's a chimpanzee that has the account, maybe I'll believe it.
Imagine how weird it would be though if it was the other way around, like a human, like a dog pretending to be their human
This
on
is
an
how the
Instagram account.
secret gets out. I've been ousted.
It's like that
I think
scene
that'd be
from,
hilarious.
that scene from Cats and Dogs. They all like have a meeting. They're like, "This is serious. We've had Doggo Gate is real.
There's been a breach in our security system.
There's been a breach in security."
Oh, you know what? You're right, Doc. Obviously, the pets are holding the stylus in their mouth. I will stop pet shaming.
What?
I've been ever since lockdown. An animal that's really like lifted my spirits are seals.
Seals.
They are just so cute. Like they are basically water dogs. Like they're just they're very nervous animals, but they're so curious about what humans do. Like I've heard people talking about like how they'll go on a boat and they'll see them like bobbing their heads up and watching them, but they won't get very close. And sometimes they'll be sat on the shore and they'll go into the water and have a look. They'll check them out.
So I read something somewhere. I think one of my kids had like a book about like sea animals.
Yeah,
And
marine mammals.
I was reading about how like an octopus will just punch a fish for fun. Like it's if an octopus is bored, it will just extend one of its tentacles and literally like slap a fish.
That's awesome.
Fish.
Just to see what it'll do.
Yeah, I've heard similar stuff about dolphins too. There's a video of a group of dolphins getting high on a pufferfish.
Yeah. You know what? Now that you say that, that was another thing I remember too. There was I've seen a photo of it like stabbing up a pufferfish with its like snout.
Yeah, and then there's literally, I feel really sorry for the pufferfish, but it literally like the dolphin goes up to the surface and legitimately, I'm not joking, yeets this like pufferfish like 20 feet.
I think we are privy to underwater animal bullying that is occurring.
Oh yeah, if any animal's gonna be a bully, it's gonna be dolphins. Like, I mean, like they're lovely, but there's a dark side to them. Like with any animal that's like playful, like it can go bad. Like I mean, cats like are a good example. Like I love cats, but some of them just like to play with like mice and stuff, and I'm just like, just kill the poor thing.
Deanna says slap a fish. Larry says slapping the fish sounds like a euphemism. It's not. I assure you. It is literally slapping a fish.
Huh. Yeah. It's same with like orcas. Orcas are scary. Like, I think they can travel like, what was it? Not just like they can travel to different seas, but they have different dialects depending on where they're from, like how they sound. You can have like a pod of whales that are from Alaska, and they sound different to a pod of orcas that are from, I don't know, the Pacific Ocean. I don't know. They sound different. It's legit like accents for them.
So you're telling me somewhere else there's two dolphins having this live stream, and they're talking about how the different parts of the sea have the different accents.
Your accent sounds very weird. And the dolphin's like, yeah, the sounds very strange, your accent.
Takuma, I'm not even going to read that pun aloud on the stream. Yes, Juan says, I can't wait for the next stream. What's the theme? So the next episode will be episode 60. So it will be another color, because every time I do 10 episodes, I just pick a color. So we've already done green. We did yellow. We did red. So this one, I believe, will be blue. And Takuma has called me a coward in all caps.
So let's hear. Takuma says he went with his girlfriend to a medical appointment the other day. Doctor tripped into me and I wound up on top of him. Now I'm sitting on the dock of the bay. You're welcome.
Goodness.
Why, Jeffrey?
Well, you see, Kevin.
Pandora's box.
Well, you see. All right, everybody. Let's thank Jeff for being here today. He is going to head out a little early.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, bye.
See you guys later, then.
That delivery. Doc says that delivery was horrible. Papa B says, I do not approve. And Takuma thanks you for your service.
Well, you know, it could be worse. The text could be moving too fast, and I might not be able to catch it all, Doc.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wow, that was I would say below the belt, but there's no belt or there's nothing below it. Hashtag corny. Is that a corny one? Yeah, I love it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Hashtag burn. What do you think of your doggos there, Jeff?
I think they're wonderful.
I mean, it's the one dog, but 2 drawings of the one dog.
You know what? The more pictures of Henry, the better my life is.
Honestly, that's kind of how I feel about my animals. I'm like, the more photos, the better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emily has this dog named Hank, who is. So the funny part is that Hank is short for Henry. I have a dachshund named Henry. Regardless, Hank is a bloodhound Doberman mix, and he's just the biggest, stupidest dog in the world, and he's so lovey. Oh my god, it's like so when I first met Hank, I was like, "Hey, Hank," and Hank was like, "Oh, we're best friends now," and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's a thing." And he greets me like he's never seen me before every time I see him.
The dog chose you.
Yeah, he did. One night I stayed at Emily's parents' house, and and Emily, we were laying down in bed for a little bit before she went up to her room, and I reached over in the middle of the night, and I felt like this padding of fur, and I was like, okay, legs not shaved, not a big deal, whatever. I open up my eyes and I see just this giant dog head looking at me, and his tail just whap 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 whap. And I was like, hi, Hank.
It's just a non-shaved leg. This is fine.
This is fine.
I mean, it's a little. I feel like the bone structure is a little odd, but that's
Right?
okay.
And I was like, man, what is going on? And it was just Hank, and he was just so happy to see me because I woke up. And he was just staring at me, laying on the bed like a person, full length, and just was like, hello.
That just reminds me of my dog Hugo. We have a seat that spins, like a rotatable armchair.
Yeah.
And he'd get so excited that he'd jump on it and it would spin all the way round and face the wall. So he would get stuck. And every time my mum would come in, he'd be his front paws on the back of the chair, looking at her help me.
That's awesome.
He's a chocky lab. He's not a small dog,
Mm-hmm.
but he likes to sit on people. He likes to sit on people's feet, which is weird.
That's a little odd.
Because it keeps your tootsies warm, but
yeah,
it's why are you exactly trying to sit on my foot? I don't get that.
It doesn't seem comfortable, but maybe I don't know.
Maybe he's desperate to be close to people. He's
Maybe.
I just have to touch you.
That could be it. It could be it, actually.
He's a funny one. He is.
So
he got stuck in my mum's chicken wire as well.
Oh.
So he kept weeing on my mum's plants. So my mum made an impenetrable force of chicken wire around it, and she lost him. She was like, "Where's Hugo gone?" And I get a Snapchat, and she zooms in to her chicken wire, and the dog's stuck inside the wall of chicken wire, just staring in space, going, "I'm in some deep
this is my life
trouble."
now. Yep. So my dachshunds have way too different of personalities. Dobby is everybody's dog. He's like, "Oh boy, people, you're here! I can't wait! Oh boy." Henry is like, "Oh, that's nice that you've shown up, I guess." And Dobby will want to play and sit on Emily's lap and just be the best dog ever. Henry will tense anytime Emily tries to pet him. But if I do it, Henry just is like, "Oh, this is the best thing in the world. Thank you, sir." And it drives Emily crazy because she loves dogs. And Henry's just like, "I don't care for you.
I don't care for you."
I don't care for you.
That's a great way to say that, too. This... I don't mean to insult you, madam, but I don't care for you very much.
Pretty much.
I don't care for your company.
That is awesome. Did you finish?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So that is it. It's actually one. Stream is done. Believe it or not, I know it's always a trip. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a little tour so you guys can see all the things that we drew today.
Yes. Right.
Let me see here. All right. So let me switch over to my screen and let me take that comment off of the screen there. And bring the microphone back again. Let's see. Kevin, Kevin, do you have any advice for someone who's down bad? Well, that's no good. I would say, I don't know how applicable it is to you or anybody in particular, but I always advise people to focus on stuff they can control, because there's a heck of a lot of stuff you can't control. And I feel like a lot of the stuff you can't control is what most of the time gets people down. So focus on the stuff you can control. That's what I'll say. Yeah. But that's me not knowing anything. So that's just me throwing that out into the ether. Okay. So today, again, as a recap, our theme was pets. And so we actually started with this chunky basset hound. So here's mine.
That is a beautiful chunky basset hound.
Yes.
And then I'll switch over here. And here
I'm just adding mine.
Oh dear.
Oh, it's fine. They're having a party.
Oh, dear.
They're having a good time. They're just having a good time.
I'm out of room here.
Does he check Smitty his parrot now?
Yes, he does.
Oh, I keep pressing the wrong one. There we go. Here's the bat. How about?
Yep, there we go.
Perfect.
There we go. There's the basset hound.
Yep.
Huh?
And then let's see. What was the next one we did was the
parrot.
The parrot. So it was either a parrot or a monkey and deckhand Smitty. I just did the parrot. He's saying mail time, and then we'll switch the screen over. There is so this is the full package. This is the entire suggestion. I went for the cowardly route and did one thing.
He's so thin. I love this picture of him.
He's so thin.
I want this picture so much. You have no idea.
We have a goat, I think, next.
Yeah,
Yep.
the goats next.
Look at this. I don't even know what's happening.
It's a fainting goat.
That goat is pretty. Yeah. Why is the other dog dead? It's a fainting goat and it is fainted. And then here we go. This one was really funny though when you had it upside down. It looked like
it looks like. Hang on.
He was being abducted. That's pretty great. That's pretty wild. All right. Okay. So the next one was the Chia Pet.
Yeah.
So Chia Pet. So you went for a really cool like poodle.
Yeah, poodle.
This is maximum Chia. This is like you can't just
all the Chi.
You have to water that like 6 times a day.
Yeah.
There's not just one spot. There's not one spot on there. And then I went for the classic hedgehog. So there's my Chia. It didn't even have back legs, I noticed.
Yeah.
It was just front legs.
Maybe he's handicapped.
Maybe. A little odd. And then I did an extra little piplup that Brian asked for, so I threw that in. That was an extra. That was a bonus. It's a bonus.
Bonus point.
And then the next one was Garfield and Odie.
That's a good Odie.
Nice. That one actually looks like the in the cartoon.
What you mean? Garfield doesn't look like this?
I mean, a little bit. I mean, yeah. I think I got his gluttonous behavior pretty well.
Doc says no one drew the Obama head Chia Pet. Well, because it's pets, and we were talking about the Bob
we
Ross.
Thinking about Bob Ross, yeah.
Like, man,
maybe we could put like a squirrel in there or something.
Larry says that's not what I had in mind. I had back legs in mind.
Please do not draw deformed hedgehogs, Kevin.
Okay, then the next thing was the Puck the cat.
Puck the cat.
That is from the anime ReZero. So there is one Puck the cat with a P, ladies and gentlemen, with a P. Here's mine. It looks like the parrot is asking the cat if
Is
it
it
wants
male?
to join for mail. That Garfield is Tony. You guys need to watch it. All right, that Tony Stark. I'm gonna bring that drawing back up because you
We don't-
guys.
But we don't need to see your not Tony Stark Iron Man drawing.
All right, and then here is
Aw,
here
that
was the
nice.
they've made fun. They said I didn't. Whatever. All right, so here is Henry the dog. This is Jeff's dog. He sent a reference photo. That's why we have both the exact same pose.
Yeah.
And then here we go. There's
He's
yours.
just a happy boy.
There is mail in that satchel. Oh, there is mail in that satchel. Yes, you're right. So that's it.
Wow.
That's everything, everybody. That's 3 hours worth of drawing. And so let's see. Jeff, why don't you go ahead and go first? Because I want to make sure you tell everybody about the mental health thing you have going. But if there's anything else you want to share, please do so.
I'll plug myself, sure. So tonight at 9 Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, I'm going to be playing with Lego. So if you want to come by and check that out, that'd be cool. It's my channel name, which is also my name in here. Sunday evening at around 9 Eastern, maybe 10 Eastern, I'll be talking about something executive dysfunction. Executive dysfunction, which is where you have problems prioritizing things like that due to your mental health. Tuesdays, you can catch me on the Quarantine Cast from Beyond the Brick, as well as Fazoom's Messy Mondays and Fazoom's Old Grey Bricks on Thursday, Julian's Ultimate Lego Builds on Wednesdays, and I think that's it.
You're a busy man, Jeff.
Yep.
That's awesome. Well, thank you again for subbing in for Brian.
Look, I'm always ready to pick up Brian's slack.
That's really what it's all about. So thanks for helping, Jeff. I appreciate it.
Yeah, anytime.
And then Beth, anything you'd like to share, promote, anything you want to share with the audience?
Don't know. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you for inviting me on, and thank you for everyone for watching me try and draw quickly. It's not something I don't usually draw super quick. So if I was a bit slow, I am very sorry.
No, it's fine.
I'm not
It's
naturally fast at drawing, but yeah, thank you. This has been an awesome experience, and I definitely want to start doing streaming. So, but I can't guarantee it. So, I would just say if you want to know more, like about what I'm doing and stuff, just follow one of my social medias.
Yeah.
And if I do decide to stream, or if I do not like, if I do stream, I will probably put it on there. So if you guys want to know, but yeah, thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. And yeah, if you're on YouTube, I've got links to her Facebook, her Twitter, and her Instagram in the description. It should also be on the Facebook one. If you're on Twitch, I don't think it's down there because I don't think Twitch has descriptions for videos, but if you hop over, you can find the links there, or it's also scrolling across your screen right now. So make sure you go and give her a follow on the different socials. Artists like, more eyeballs on our work and all that good stuff. It means something.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, thank you for hopping on and drawing with me. And you said you're probably going to post this up in the next couple of days or whatever, right?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean, like it's a bit squashed in the draw in the page, so I'll probably split them out and make sure that there's plenty of like viewing space for all of them. But yeah, they'll be out soon.
Awesome. All right, everybody. Well, enjoy the rest of your Friday. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend.
Yeah.
And yes, next Friday will be the episode 60. I've done 60 of these. So it'll be episode 60. And that'll be Blue. So you can start thinking about any ideas you have with Blue. Take care, everybody. We'll see you later. Bye.
Have a good day. Bye.